day. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
How can it be all Philadelphia all day if Ray's from Oaks, Pennsylvania? He's not from Philly.
True.
Sean's from Scranton. This is not a Philly show.
570.
Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Connor cannot host anymore. I'm so sick of this crap. I come in here and he's got this little chair that I might as well sit on the floor.
He's a big dude.
He's
all yoked up.
How does this become criticism of my size? But Connor, give me a break. Now I have to go get a different chair last minute. And stop using the little chair, please. I know that you're taller. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Middays with Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic. I'm your host, John Marks, on the radio, on the app. Good morning, everybody. Watching on YouTube, subscribe to 97.5 The Fanatic so you can watch our show live and get involved. As we say good morning to Oaks, Pennsylvania's own Ray Dunn, not a Philly guy. Hi, Ray.
He's not even that tall.
Hey,
He's
Ray.
really not that tall.
No, he doesn't need that chair.
But do you see the difference? I'll actually do it so our YouTube people can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the difference between the chair that I sit in, because then I went back and I watched one of the cuts that Dutch put together, one of the reels Dutch put together. I might as well be sitting on the floor. Like the headspace between where I am and the camera is ridiculous. It looks stupid. So, and we say good morning to Sean Brace. Hi, Sean.
Oh, it's great to be with you. And we got a lot going on. It's an exciting time right now in the world of sports,
No,
John.
it's not.
NBA Finals. You got the World Cup.
Sucks.
Go!
Knicks bounce back tonight and stick their foot on the throat of the Spurs. More on that coming up in a second. So let me do this real fast, all right? Because so here's me.
Mm-hmm.
You got to look in the YouTube to see the difference. Hey everybody, John Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic, Middays with Marks. Now look at me
Oh, with that chair.
in the Connor seat.
Yeah, in the Connor seat. Now,
Look at me.
yeah, that's
You can barely see me at all.
and that is a Connor style right there. I
But
can
he's
see
not.
that.
He's not 6'4".
No, but I'll tell you what.
He's
am.
5'11".
Yeah, and I'm listed at 5'10". He's not that much taller than me.
I'm listed at 5'10" as well.
What's Connor's driver license say? What does it say?
Says 5'11". We just yelled at each other about that in here.
He's not 5'11". Is he?
No, I think he's 5'11" because I'm about as tall as him.
I mean, he does wear thigh meat shorts.
Mine says 6 foot.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mess up on that one.
No?
No, I'm definitely putting 6. You don't put 5'11". Who says 5'11"?
How tall's Allen Iverson?
Exactly.
6 foot. He's not 6 foot. Anyway, all right, so what's up, everybody? We do have a lot to talk about, all right? Because I know yesterday you were off. We could sense, Ray and I both could sense that you had a certain feel and a certain problem with A.J. Brown.
They said I was a diva.
From over the weekend, from everything that's happened, from going into the – now, did he get access to the Jeff, to NovaCare, or did he break in and then – because this is what it's turned into. Now A.J. Brown's the biggest villain in the world. He kicked the door in, he snuck into NovaCare, and then he defaced a poster of Harold Carmichael. Is that the story that's going on? He did something. So now everybody's met A.J. Brown. All you people out there that told me I was the a-hole and, AJ's not going anywhere, you media are making stuff up. It doesn't make any sense. Fake news, fake news. Now that he's gone and you can see that it was actually happening and he had this plan for a long time, now you hate him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still the a-hole because I have to be the voice of reason in this city. I'm the a-hole. For all of you ingrates, Sean Brace, including you.
Yeah, look, I would say that I think that there's a receiver that's been on the opposite side of AJ for quite some time. And, oh, by the way, that's still inside the Jeff, still inside the arena down there in South Philadelphia. For my money, Devonta Smith, the best ever to do it. Yeah, that's right. The best stretch. I'll give A.J. Brown 4 years. Not better than Devontae. Have some respect, A.J.
They said I was a diva.
That's where I'm at with this nonsense.
He is better than Devontae. Come on.
A little bit.
But, I mean, go in the next 4 years, he's not going to be better, right?
Yeah. Best ever to do it, though? No. That's a tough sell. Great stretch. Had one of the best stretches ever. I'm not here to deny that. But to come in and say that I'm the best that's ever done it inside these walls, take some stones on his way out. Again, I think that we should have some revisionist history when we look back at A.J. Brown and for the people that were saying, oh, it's all Jalen's fault. It's all the quarterback's fault. No one can get her along. Everybody loves A.J. Brown. Okay. Well, I think we're the window is now open. The door is now open for us to see how actually AJ acted behind the scenes to a point, I would assume.
AJ, he's almost like he's the buxom blonde that is very nice to people and has a great personality and people love.
Oh, yeah.
And she can do no wrong.
My Instagram is filled with them.
AJ Brown literally orchestrated a trade to go where he wanted to go, and the whole thing, it's like in slow motion now. You can see the entire thing, right? This was I don't know how many times I've used the word calculated when it comes to AJ Brown. Everything that he did last year, from not speaking to the media and then putting it out on social media, to talking to Janky Rodman or whatever his name is, Rondo.
We should have Rodman start his own Twitch stream, Janky Rodman.
Dressed as a squirrel. But yeah, I think everybody sees that now. And to your point with AJ, yeah, there's some bad taste in the mouth on the way out the door because it was like, all right, like was any of this really necessary? Like, he kind of comes off as being a phony. And I wonder if people down with the Eagles believe that, because the story was he came back one last time to say his goodbyes after he decided he was leaving town and everybody was going to kiss his ass on the way out of town. And he signed the best to ever do it on an Eagles poster.
According to Mike Garafalo, which no one's seen the image yet, right? No one's seen a picture of this yet? I have yet to see an image.
I'm sure they already took it down because if you're a reporter, are you looking for that?
You're damn right.
Or do they leave it up because they love AJ?
You gotta love this guy, though. The man who
They said I was a diva.
The man who says he's not a diva gives us one final distraction on the way out. He's not even a part of this team anymore. He wanted no part of this team. You would think that he'd be in and out. You know what? Every time that I've been let go from a place, I don't think they allowed me to come back in and get my stuff. My stuff was on the front stoop. Hey, here you go. Here's your box. We boxed it up.
They didn't give you a Sharpie where you signed the wall?
None of that.
No?
No. The only time I got a Sharpie to sign something was a severance stamp package that John Fulham slid across for me over here many, many years ago. Other than that, that's all I got for you. Not A.J. Brown. Let's roll out the red carpet. Let's get him an Angelo cheesesteak. Let's have dinner with Dom one last time. And, oh, by the way, while you're on the way out, A.J., deface our property. Why don't you give us one more damn distraction before you leave?
They said I was a diva.
Get out of here. This dude, man, he had one foot out the door all last season. He bitched and complained after winning a freaking Super Bowl, and now he's creating more distractions for us, and it's the off season. He doesn't even play for us, and we got to deal with this idiot still. Come on.
They said I was a diva.
Get him out of here.
Well, I mean, like, at least he was able to be happy and go to where he wanted to go.
Well,
so all along, that was number one on my priority list.
We wanted him to be happy.
Above that, over draft compensation, as long as A.J. Brown's happy. I totally see where you and some other people are coming from with that. Because like I had said, it's kind of crummy the way that this all kind of looks right now.
Oh, yeah.
But 4 years, maybe the best 4-year stretch of a wide receiver in franchise history. He's not the best Eagles wide receiver in franchise history.
Who is?
And frankly, it's not close. Well, I mean, we can get into that coming up next. Because Ray, see, this is the problem with the youth. Ray, who, like, give me your first wide receiver that you remember as an Eagle.
Ooh. Barely Owens?
Yeah, you don't remember.
Remember being told more about Owens. I mean, I remember watching where I was watching the Super Bowl for that Patriots.
Okay.
But it's not like I sat there like every week transfixed on Terrell Owens.
T.O.'s a good answer, but the first one that you really understood was maybe
like D-Jax.
Okay, yeah, that's a good wide receiver. But that's pretty much where you start with Deshaun Jackson.
Right.
So when you say he's the best wide receiver in Eagles history, it's from that lens. And Sean, listen, we're grizzled veterans.
Oh, yeah.
But who's the first you remember?
Well, Tommy McDonald back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm more of a Pete Retzlaff guy. I got sick. See, this is what happened on my day off. I got sick. I started feeling it, Tuesday night? Today's Wednesday. Started feeling it Monday night. Woke up Tuesday. Of course, my whole household was sick last week. So of course, now I'm sick.
Right. Yeah. All right. So this is good for the phone line, the text line, Davis Honda text line, and the voice memos. And I just want to restate this, and I'm going to keep doing it. This is sports talk radio, and we like taking some phone calls on subjects that people want to talk about. We need to groom our next generation of Whack Pack.
Yeah.
And Middays with Marks and Sean and Ray callers. I just don't like. I have spent the entirety of my career grooming and making callers famous. So now we need to start it all over again, but we need callers. So if there's people out there that say, you know what, I'd like to be a professional caller to the show, we can help you with that. Ray can help groom you. I'll send you emails.
Ray's a groomer.
610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. A.J. Brown, absolutely, positively no issue with A.J. Brown, and it's been a great 4 years, and I'm happy that he's gone because he had clearly worn out his welcome, and I will not look back on A.J. Brown with any type of negativity at all. And there's a lot of people out there that are phonies, and I'm not talking about Sean, that are phonies because now they look at A.J. Brown. 2 months ago, I was the a-hole. Now today, A.J. Brown and me are the a-hole. And I'm the a-hole. I'm not saying anything different right now. You're the one that changed your opinion because all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, he actually doesn't love you. He actually wanted to leave, and you were wrong. 610-632-0975. On A.J. Brown, on the text line, Davis on the text line, voice memos, and phone calls. And where does he list all time? We'll talk about the all-time ranking list coming up. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
So A.J. Brown closed the chapter on his time in Philadelphia because he was there at the facility last week. I believe it was Thursday. He was there to pick up some stuff at the facility and say his goodbyes. On the walls there, they have pictures of Pro Bowl players, and A.J. signed his. They have the players sign it. So he signed it, and then from what I was told, he then added the best to ever play here, always open.
Oh, bleep you, A.J. Brown. How dare you try to have a little fun?
That's right.
Everybody's got to stop being so serious.
Wait, you think that's fun? Man, he's burning bridges, John.
So you think that, because here's how people are acting. Like he took a Sharpie and went over to Harold Carmichael and put a mustache on him.
Yeah,
come on, give me a break. Stop being so serious. He's a wide receiver. He's a wide receiver that thinks he's the best. His freaking social media is always open. That's his brand. You're surprised that he was unhappy with Jalen Hurts?
What if he drew a mustache on Nick Sirianni? Is that where we draw the line? All right.
But all right, so
Fine line.
I don't want to be disrespectful towards Jalen Hurts because I know you have a Club Hurts update coming up at 10:45.
Oh, yeah, baby.
All right, not trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to think of a car that you could comp Jalen Hurts to being. I don't want to say an Accord because he is a Super Bowl MVP. Ray, help me.
What?
An Accord's a nice car.
What?
If
No.
Jalen Hurts was a car, what would it be? He's not a Maserati.
Jalen
A.J.
is-
Brown's a Maserati.
Oh, wow.
All right, what's Jalen Hurts?
I don't know.
He's reliable. He's fuel efficient. Right? Like he's all the things you're looking in a good car, but it's not an extravagant, overpriced car. It's a really good value. Jalen Hurts is a really good quarterback, right? A.J. Brown's the Maserati. But yeah, if you want to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a car, yeah, good luck. Good job.
I don't know if we can consider A.J. Brown a Maserati.
Okay, he used to be. He thinks he is.
Yeah, he definitely thinks he is.
He thinks he is. But Jalen is so he looks at it and it's just like, yeah, man, I have this Honda Accord throwing me balls and I'm a Maserati.
Man.
But that's how he looks at it.
I can't believe it.
So his whole screen name is always open. So he comes in and like that's what he does. He gets a Sharpie and he signs it and he's being cool. Man, do you think he actually maybe he knows of Harold Carmichael? He's not actually trying to do a Chris Sims top 5 list. He's just saying best ever do it.
Wait,
Stop being so serious.
Wait, hang on. Isn't Harold always down there?
He doesn't work for the chip.
So Harold hasn't been on. Wow.
I don't know. I mean, he still may work for the organization. He's not in the role he was however long ago.
Understood. But I would imagine he's still there. Is it not?
I don't know that.
Yeah, look, I can't get bent out of shape.
But again, he didn't attack anybody else.
Correct. He just said he's the best to ever do it. A wink and a smile on the way out. Now, I don't like it because I just think that this dude needs to go. Like, go away. I'm done with you, AJ. We all are, right? Like, I think you had a lot of people in your corner. And in the way this all transpired with the deal, nobody's saying anything. Then all of a sudden the deal happens, and it was just like it was all set up. You had the Angie movers post ready to go. Like there was just too many things set in stone for a lot of the nonsense that we went through as a fan base in that last 30 to 60 days, right? So I think that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And then you get this. It's just another. Hey, here you go. Another situation thrown our way where we don't need it. Dude, you're not on this team anymore. Get your stuff and go.
He
See
did.
ya.
He did.
Yeah, but he defaced, he graffitied our wall, John.
Harold Carmichael currently works as an ambassador for the team in his retirement. And that's been for
And you would say Harold is better than AJ.
yes, of course. He's the Hall of Famer. Yeah. And AJ is not the top Eagles wide receiver of all time. Mike Quick is a better Eagles receiver all time. A.J. Brown was a big part of the best 4 years in Eagles franchise history.
Correct.
Okay, that's all I need. He's not T.O. was much more toxic, right? Like A.J. Brown, I think after we see what happened, and when you say that this year he wasn't fully invested and fully in, I can't argue with that.
No, I put it out there. I want to know if I was wrong. And
I'm not.
85% of the people came back on a Twitter poll, albeit 100 people, but still 85% said no, he was not all in all season.
Agreed. Now, what would they have said 2 months ago? Would they have said the same thing? So that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of phonies out there that weren't saying the same thing 2 months ago that are saying it now because he's actually gone. I've been consistent with what I'm saying about A.J. Brown. I wanted him out of here for the reasons of chemistry and the fact that he is not a badly declining player, but it was the right time to move on. He couldn't keep him here with Jalen Hurts. No chance they were doing that. So I'm happy that he's gone. He wanted to be gone. But let's not argue with the 4 years that the 4 years he was here was the best in franchise history.
Yeah.
And he was a big part of that. So, I'm choosing to look at that and be like, all right, he comes off as a little bit of a phony on the way out the door, but whatever. Just a lot of angry people and a lot of angry people in the media.
Well, now you got me
over the
angry.
last 24 hours. Say, no, and be angry all you want.
Now you got me angry because we got to back it up. You can't say Jalen Hurts was a Honda Accord.
Let's go to the Davis Honda text line has a lot on all of this. Ray Dunn.
Yeah,
Right.
Davis Honda text line has Toyota Camry as the suggestion for Jalen Hurts.
And I see one right here that has an even better car, a Honda Accord, because you can get them at the
Yeah, I was going to connect the dots on that as well.
Davis Honda.
But what did you say he was, though? What did you say?
I was just throwing a couple things out there.
Jose in Delaware is responding to what you were throwing out there. Always open, but doesn't catch the ball. Kind of like a Maserati that can't make the turns or grip the road. Sounds like BS. Calling Hurts an Accord is disrespectful.
A Maserati, me calling him a Maserati isn't a compliment, believe it or not. Because if you bought a Maserati, I can't even have a conversation with you because you're so above everything in my life. You have a freaking Maserati.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, he's a Maserati, and that's where his head is.
Jimmy Rollins had a Maserati. He was at a red light in front of me one time, leaving Citizens Bank Park.
Was he really?
Yeah.
That's some money.
Ooh, man, that thing was loud, too. Just purring. Yeah.
Well, listen.
I would say Jalen's closer to a Maserati.
No, he's not. He's a reliable.
He's closer to a Maserati than a Honda Accord.
But what's the name of the publications that give ratings and things on cars?
Kelly.
No, not Kelly Blue Book. The Road and Track, or I don't know, whatever it is.
Okay.
High rating for Jalen. I was looking at Ford Bronco reviews because I'm looking to get a new car relatively soon, and I'm like, is the Ford Bronco big enough? So you start looking at reviews and things like that. Well reviewed. Now, one of the years is not as well reviewed as some others, but well reviewed. Jalen's well reviewed for the class that he's in as far as the play. Like, A.J. Brown looks at himself as a Maserati, and that's why he says to Jalen Hurts, he's like, man, I got an Accord, J.D. Power. I got an Accord. That's throwing me the ball.
I thought you were going to Paper Shop. I thought we were going old school there. Remember the Paper Shop? I used to have friends that lived and died by the Paper Shop. Did the Paper Shop come out like once a month or once a week? I forget. But they would just pick it up and go through like everything, looking for parts, looking for the dumbest things. Remember the Paper Shop? It's like a classifieds. It was big and Strand.
That you got it. You got it like Wawa.
Yeah,
or
it was like
one of those
it was
places.
a separate book, right?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, they had to buy a car. It was a book they would put out every week, and you would go, and it would have all the cars that are for sale.
Yeah,
mostly used cars, and then you would call the number, and then sometimes be like, oh, sorry, it's already sold. But that's how you would get it, or you look in the newspaper at the classified ads. Now it's easy to find a new car.
Oh yeah, real easy. Now they'll deliver to you. You don't have to go.
You don't even have to go.
Carvana.
Oh man, not that I would ever do that, but still.
No, I would go to Davis Honda.
I'd go to Davis Honda as well. So I might too. What else are people saying on the text line? Because really, before we got into the silly car conversation, the genesis of the conversation is like Sean's still pissed, and this whole signing,
They said I was a diva.
putting a mustache on Harold Carmichael really made Sean mad.
Yeah, did you see what he drew on Jalen? You know,
Well, it was above his head.
well, it's still though, man. You can't give my guy antlers like that. Come on, man.
Was it nice?
Look like he's making him out to be Lucifer.
So, Ray, and now I'm going to put some pressure on you. You called him the best wide receiver in franchise history. Now, are you leaving that opinion because he's left now? Are you a phony like a lot of fans out there?
When this show happened, when you were in Disney, when we had this conversation that Sean likes to bring up, I said that he was the best wide receiver in franchise history, and him leaving is going to leave that up to be a question for the rest of time. That if he had secured and finished his career in Philadelphia, we'd be able to put an end to that debate quite clearly. Because you look at the 4 years here, and you can have your 1970s, you can have your 1980s. I'm living in the 21st century here and watching this wide receiver that had more yards over 4 years than those guys. And Harold Carmichael in his career, congratulations, gold jacket, all those things. A lot of due respect to Harold Carmichael. Amongst his peers was an All-Pro twice. In 4 years in Philadelphia, A.J. Brown, All-Pro twice. So when we look at the way he compared to the guys that are playing around him, A.J. Brown, for all we complained the last 2 years about the passing offense, will finish his career, the 4 years he was in Philadelphia, having a top 5 receiving total in the league. And we were told the passing offense was broke the last 2 years. So if you have a broken passing offense and the receiver still ends up with half of his tenure here with a broken passing offense, top 5 in the league in receiving, he's got to be doing something right as a receiver.
I would say A.J. Brown is a better receiver in his peak. And is he a future Hall of Famer? I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's
well,
a much
I mean, the standards, change.
The standards change because he's never even sniffed. He hasn't had 100 receptions in a season, right? I mean, it's commonplace to have receivers to have 100 receptions in a season. Like you said, he's still an All-Pro, but he's here for 4 years. You're talking about Harold Carmichael here for 13 years, and that's what puts him over the top. That's why it's disrespectful. You can't look at the numbers from Harold Carmichael. Back in those days, you could clothesline wide receivers for no reason. Not even if they had the ball. If they didn't have the ball, there were no rules.
You're telling me that the physicality of A.J. Brown wouldn't benefit him in that time?
No, it wouldn't make his numbers better. Ray, are you insane?
I'm just saying, like, you're telling me that era, like, if you want to tell me a 160-pound wide receiver's in trouble in that era, I'll take it. I don't know if A.J. Brown's in trouble in that era.
I'm not telling you he's in trouble. I'm telling you he's not putting up the same numbers that he's putting up right now.
Right.
Just go back.
Carmichael numbers, though?
Look at, I don't know, is he?
I would think so.
Is he able to be as good of a wide receiver? I mean, the reality is that Harold did it for 13 years and AJ did it for 4. So even if AJ would have been back in that era, yeah, he's a better wide receiver than Harold Carmichael. But he still only played in Philadelphia for 4 years. He would have to put up 4 1,500, 1,500, 1,800, 1,200-yard receivers, double-digit touchdowns. That's what he would need to do to beat Harold Carmichael.
That's fair.
I mean,
which he didn't do.
No. But that's fair.
So over the 4 years, he needed 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. So he needed 2 more 1,500 years.
He would need, well, I mean, was he great last year?
Well, he was over 1,000 yards.
Was he great last year?
And you're blaming that on him.
Was he great? No, yeah. Last year I am blaming it on him. Yeah.
They said I was a diva.
Yeah, he wasn't running out routes. He was dropping balls. He looked disinterested. Yeah, I'm going to blame him last year.
He didn't even want to be here, Ray.
That's fine. I don't disagree. He didn't want to be here. Him being disinterested still led to a 1,000-yard season.
I know. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
That's how talented he is. It's a shame.
It's a shame.
You know what?
And that was the genesis of the program that we had that you continue to throw in my face.
If he would have caught the damn ball in that wild card game against the 49ers when they were favored at home, there's a good chance they win that game.
All right, Davis on the text line, 610-632-0975. The voice memos, which is a good way to get involved in the program, 610-632-0975. And phone calls. We have a good 10 minutes here to talk before we step aside. So it's a good time to get in right now. No, I mean, honestly, it's not even a conversation that A.J. Brown is the number 1 receiver in franchise history. If he played here 6 years compared to Harold Carmichael's 13, like, okay, now we can look a little bit closer. Even Mike Quick, and you look at Mike Quick numbers, you have to remember the teams that he played on, the times that they played. The Eagles weren't good during those years that Mike Quick played for him. Harold Carmichael, they got good, but then very quickly, he was playing in the early 70s, Harold Carmichael, when this team was terrible. The Eagles were terrible. A.J. Brown is playing on a team that has studs all over the place. You think that helps him as a wide receiver, having Saquon Barkley, having a great offensive line, having a great defense? Man, he got put on a great team, and A.J. Brown's a great player. I'm not saying that he isn't, but he's helped by the team. He's not hurt by the team.
I mean, I would say the opportunities got over the last 2 years were definitely less than what a top receiver in the league right now would get because you have a great running game.
All right. Sean, who's your top wide receiver?
T.O.
Honestly, I almost want to say T.O. over AJ. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Can we have to get your popcorn ready on the board?
Yeah, somebody just saved over to get your popcorn ready. That wasn't supposed to play go down in the DMs.
No, but you know what? Down in the DMs was for Ray. That was for Ray, so I have that at least. Now we could just bump that over. Because when Ray gets down in the DMs, Ray, can I hear it, please? Yeah, when Ray gets down in the DMs, it goes down in the DMs. That's for Ray and his love life.
Everybody, and this is 20, 30, 25 years later, 2005 TO?
Yeah.
Oh, so 20 years later. Do we look at...
No one was better.
No, I agree with you. No, TO is arguably... You could go top 5, the best players I've ever seen.
Yes.
It was only for a year.
Yes.
The best players I've ever seen in Philly.
What a year it was.
Allen Iverson, T.O., Embiid. Just as far as pure talent, dude, I've never seen any like T.O. and everything that comes with him.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, he does 20 minutes with us on Zoom, and he's happy the whole time, and he would have talked longer.
Oh, he's loved. He's loved.
He's loved.
Everybody
he really
loves
is.
T.O.
Interesting how that works.
Right?
But even then, obviously, like with T.O., he's obviously a maniac, and he didn't handle the situation properly with Donovan. There's also a lot of other things that were going on with that, right? Like, could Donovan have handled it differently? Maybe a little bit, but ultimately T.O. was going to be T.O. He did it everywhere he went, right? So, but people look back at him and be like, wow, like, unbelievable talent. I'm going to look back on the A.J. Brown run as being the best run in franchise history, and you can't take that away. It really is. But
I guess I would love to hear
the best ever.
I'd love to hear. Well, if he's making T.O. the best ever,
Well, that's in his heart.
Yeah, that's here.
Oh, my heart doesn't matter. We're stopping on my heart today, but Sean Brace,
It doesn't.
let him wear his heart for T.O.
You know, I just one more thing I want to add real quick. It's one, am I out of my mind when I say that if he catches that ball at 225 on the cross on 3rd and 5 from the Eagles 40, if he catches that ball, they are in prime time situation to win that game. Now, easier said than done because, of course, I think they still picked up the first down. Yeah, they did convert that next first down. Remember, that was to Goddard. So they did have the ball first and whatever it was under the 2-minute warning. Regardless, though, if A.J. catches that ball, I still think that we're singing a different tune about that game. Regardless, they're not going to win the Super Bowl. Understood. Second thing I would say is this. Remember, one of the things that gets completely swept under the rug is what took place after the game. And A.J. didn't talk. He didn't want to talk to the media. He left. See ya. So now everyone is just wondering the quotes. Who's got to step up there? Jalen Hurts. It's all his problem, all his fault, all Nick's fault. Nothing to do with the star. Best to ever do it. Always open, A.J. Brown.
I said I was a diva.
And then all of a sudden, we go through everything that transpired this whole offseason. I want to be here. Oh, no, he didn't say that. He said, I'm an Eagle. Excuse me. Don't put words into his mouth. And then now what we have, and he comes back and he wants to rub it in our face. I have no problem with anybody that has an issue with A.J. Brown coming back. Dude, you're no longer here. We'll worry about you when we put you in the Ring of Honor. We'll worry about you if we do happen to retire your jersey. I guess you probably would say no to that. A.J.?
Retire his jersey.
Okay, I'm just wondering. Okay,
No.
just out loud. Yeah, I'm going to
We
say.
were talking about giving it to Hollywood Brown last week.
Okay, good. I'm in agreement with that. He is going to the Ring of Honor, though. We can get down with that.
Sure.
Okay. And we'll worry about giving you a roaring round of applause then. Right now, you are the enemy. Get out of the Jeff.
Is Jalen Hurts invited to the Ring of Honor ceremony?
They may not invite him. No, if the anniversary of the Super Bowl, if AJ says Jalen can't come, then maybe he should just stay home. You never know. But I mean, that's the way the organization has treated this whole thing. Let's go to Sarah in Jersey. Sarah, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. Hi.
Hey.
I called to talk about AJ, but I just wanted to say I love rocking my TO jersey. I love it.
There
It's
you go.
amazing. So,
Well,
and my
and you know
Allen
what,
jersey.
Sarah? T.O. makes my top 5 Eagles list, wide receiver list, for sure.
Yes,
A.J. Brown
and
does
that
not make
year,
my
I
top
just-
5.
Such an amazing year going to the Super Bowl. I mean, I know Tom Brady, they got us. We got them back.
That's right.
But anyway, it was a great year. What I wanted to say is I loved AJ so much. This whole off season, my brothers, my husband, my 9-year-old been teasing me. AJ's gone, AJ. And every radio, every channel on the TV, turn it off. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear. I missed when AJ, Saquon, and Jalen were like best buds. They would work out together. And then Jalen is like AJ's baby's godfather. Remember AJ's touchdown dance? Like how he was shaking the baby? It makes me so sad.
I'm getting
But
emotional,
now
Sarah.
that
I'm
he's
getting
gone-
emotional. You're tugging at me right now.
I know,
Yeah.
right? I know. But now AJ is really pissing me off. Like, just leave, bud. Like, I don't want you to get booed at the link, and now you're gonna. I
Yep.
wanted to love you when you came back, but now you're gonna get booed. And I
That sounds like
it.
you. Because Sean very much was love A.J. Brown, love A.J. Brown. But then the as this trade stuff went on, Sean started sniffing out a rat.
Yeah.
And he originally
Right.
started out like me. We were kind of a team where we wanted AJ to be happy.
Yes.
And they should trade him.
Right.
Yes.
By the time he got traded,
Right.
Sean was frothing at the mouth like he was
Get him
Cujo.
out. Get him out of here.
You had
Right.
rabies.
And also, I've heard rumors that it's about a girl. I mean, I don't know. we all could sense it last season. Something was up in the locker. What room was it? The coaches? Was it? We didn't know. Something was up.
Something
And
was up in the
I guess-
bedroom, perhaps. That's what
Oh.
caused
Yeah,
this
right?
whole thing.
Something
Ooh.
was up. But see, Jalen just got married. His wife is beautiful, so I don't understand it all.
So did AJ.
And I'm just really upset. He's the godfather of AJ's baby.
Thank you.
They need to be friends again.
Well, Sarah, isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? You have a 9-year-old son. Like,
Yeah.
isn't that weird that if you name somebody the godfather of your child and then,
Right.
6 months later you're not friends with that
Right.
person? Come on, man.
Right.
That speaks to the character
Exactly.
of the person.
Right, over something stupid, apparently. I mean, if it was a big-ass deal, we probably would have heard about it.
Well,
I don't know.
You're
Maybe
the
not.
best, Sarah.
Sarah, listen, you make her. I'm just telling you, is she a top 5 caller right now?
Already.
Now, we don't have
Oh,
5
yeah.
callers, but she's a
Right.
top 5
I
caller.
feel the passion.
All right, Sarah, you're in.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Have a good day.
Call again. Thank you, Sarah.
Very
Now,
good.
Ray, with all due respect to Sean talking about the Godfather angle,
Yeah.
he didn't know what a Godfather was until 2 weeks ago.
I know it's important. I know that if you die, they're the first ones to get the phone call, right?
It's legal, right? It's legally obligated to do
I
it.
refuse to talk about Sean about Godfathers anymore.
I tried, Ray.
I had purpose.
I thought
I stayed home for a night.
You want to talk about
I
content?
stopped drinking for that.
I thought we'd have content for years off of that. Actually, I was looking to long play there. Wife was not selling. She was not sold on it.
Yeah, AJ's he's not a top 5 receiver. If you're being objective and you're not doing modern era, you're laughing.
I am.
I have Hall of Famers on this list ahead of him.
That's wonderful
Not a
for them.
4-year Eagle.
Yeah, 4-year stretch. That was the best 4-year stretch in history, and the window opened up when he got here.
Agreed. It was the best 4 years in Eagles history.
It's the best 4 years by a
You
receiver
have
in Eagles history.
4 receivers ahead of A.J. Brown.
He's got 5.
5, maybe
You
6.
got 5
maybe
receivers.
6. Maybe 6. Well, T.O.'s ahead of him on the list, if you're doing a list. There was nobody better at their peak in Eagles history than T.O. as a wide receiver. Even though it was 1 year, I'm not talking about 10 years with A.J. I'm not talking about 7. I'm talking about 4. And the last year he quit.
Do you have Deshaun?
Yeah.
Do you have Deshaun Jackson in front of A.J.
You're damn
Brown?
friggin' right, I do.
Jeez.
Deshaun Jackson. All right, who has more iconic?
They said I was a diva.
I'm not talking about winning a Super Bowl because that's a team thing, and AJ was a big part of winning a Super Bowl.
Okay.
I'm not talking about that.
All right.
Who has more iconic moments in franchise history?
Deshaun Jackson.
Is there anybody like who in franchise history has more iconic moments than Deshaun Jackson? He has one of the biggest moments in franchise history that's not a championship. The Miracle of the Meadowlands 3 goes down as one of the biggest moments in franchise history, regular season, etc. He also had you can rattle them off. The playoff game against Dallas, where he took an out route and he just ran down the sideline and nobody caught him. The Monday Night Football game against Washington, first play of the game, Michael Vick drops back and he throws it 80 yards and he just runs underneath it and get it. That was his career.
How about the Cowboy game when he dropped the ball at the 1 yard line?
Oh, that's like, and that's iconic.
That's
That
very
is iconic.
Yeah.
Or the Nestea splash or plunge, whatever you want to call it, in the corner. Remember when
He was.
Yeah, there's no arguments there.
He made so many old school people mad.
What
by his
is
behavior.
what? I need the definition again. I need the line. What
Can
do
we work on that?
Yes.
All right, we'll work on it to leave AJ out of the top 5. We'll word it properly, Ray. All right, 610-632-0975. More on the Eagles coming up. Dave Zangaro joins us at 11 o'clock. He's been watching minicamp. What's it called? I call it minicamp. Some people call it OTAs. Whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about, all right? He's been watching. He gives his observations coming up here at 11 o'clock. But Sean Brace has an update on Club Hertz.
Oh, man.
If you don't know about Club Hertz, there's a big update. I don't know about it.
Get in the Maserati, people. It's going fast.
All right, Middays the Marks, 97.5.
Eagles head coach
John, Sean, Ray. Tomorrow, check this out. Live from Bet Parks Sportsbook at Parks Casino, 10 to 2 tomorrow, kicking off the Bet Parks Summer Soccer Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Every World Cup soccer match you can watch live in their state-of-the-art sportsbook for the ultimate viewing experience at Parks Casino. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 10 to 2 tomorrow. Getting nuts. I was on the Bet Parks app last night. I got the Hurricanes to win the Stanley Cup before the game last night. I got them at plus 157.
Look at you.
Now that they're minus 132.
Look at you. Look at you.
Yep.
Pretty good series right now.
Ray.
Big time dub by the Canes.
Another great game last night. Ray, are you coming tomorrow?
I'm out.
Oh, come on.
You think that
Ray.
was? Yeah. Sorry. I apologize, Sean.
No, I already wait because when I get we're still trying to see if we
Yeah.
can get him out. Well, what exactly are you trying? If there's nobody, if like you should have asked everybody by now to see if somebody can fill the board.
Nobody wants to work anymore, John Marks.
Kids these days.
Oh, these damn kids! I think people are maxed out on hours.
Yeah, I was gonna
still.
say it's not
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's that.
It's a body count hour
body
type
count
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'll
yeah.
see
Ray,
here.
That seems like a Ray problem. Body count.
Ray will not.
How about that?
Hey, Ray.
So Ray will not be out, but like, listen, we're not a bad consolation prize. You know what I mean? So that's tomorrow, 10 to 2. Looking for. I got to text Maniac Malloy. I haven't talked to him in a little bit.
Yes, and Maniac's going to love my getup, too.
Yep.
Oh, I
It's
forgot
wheelhouse.
about that.
It's wheelhouse material for Maniac.
Damn it.
Yeah, a new costume is
You
being...
have a Maniac Malloy style get up for
God,
tomorrow.
yeah. Maniac Malloy, one of my favorite people as far as in the content Philadelphia sports space, and represents the squad. They have a bunch of great guys and gals up there at Bet Parks. But tomorrow I am rolling
Sam Wilson,
in.
Sam Stafford.
I'm kicking the door in tomorrow. Da, 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 da. Can't wait.
Are you gonna? I'm not gonna try to. All right.
Yes.
All right.
I'm actually running for office.
Oh, nice.
You know what? Nobody loses. Everybody cheats, so I might as well just get my name in the
Can
hat.
Maniac Malloy be your running mate?
There you go, Maniac.
Pie face in the Maniac.
That's it. The longer the rap sheet, the better. I think you got ourselves a good hit with both of us together.
So listen, I need you because a lot of people have been asking. It's becoming this big thing around Philadelphia.
All
And
right.
a lot of people that also maybe not know about it. But Sean Brace has started his own club. And I don't know if it's a good club, and I'm not a member of this club,
We have a good club.
but it's called Club Hurts.
That's right. Hit me. Club Hurts. The doors are open. Memberships are climbing. Instagram is growing right now. Emails are rolling in, John. I'll tell you what, we got the hottest club in the Delaware Valley. No, check that. The hottest club from coast to coast, summer 2026. That's right, Club Hurts. Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe I have to do it, but it's time to put your money where your mouth is, and we must support one. We got to show who the real G is. And it's not this guy.
They said I was a diva.
No, AJ, get the hell out of here. It's Jalen Hurts. So here's the deal.
The main thing.
We started up this club because there's a lot of people out there like me that, you know, when John says that he's a Honda Accord, we're like, what? What? So we want to show our love.
And that's a great car. I don't know why you're disrespecting the Accord.
I'm not disrespecting the Honda Accord. There's no Honda Accords on an NFL football
Are
field.
you saying Davis Honda
No.
is a bad dealership, Sean? Is that what you're saying?
Ray, give me another car, please, not a Honda.
It's a Porsche.
A Camry. Go Camry then.
There you go. All right. Here's the deal. Let's get serious for a second. Patrilli's riding shotgun with me. Israel is in the back seat. We are the first three members of Club Hurts. If you would like to join, first and foremost, I need you to go ahead and get on over to Instagram. We started an Instagram page, and it's real easy to find.
Really?
Yeah. But look, when you get Team Patrilli, that's all you need. It's at Club Hurts. Real easy to find. Club Hurts, Hurts. No Z like the OJ rental company. Also, so you join the Instagram page, you can follow along, that's great. But that doesn't make you an official member. You want to know how you become an official member to Club Hurts, John Marks, Ray
How?
Dunn? You got to email clubhurts1 clubhurts1@gmail.com. Now, this will be all on socials in just a second.
Can they DM you on the Club Hurts account?
You can DM us for all information. You can DM me personally. We're going to put this all out on 97.5 Middays as well as Sean_Brace, my personal account.
And what's the email address?
Right now, it's clubhurts1@gmail.com.
Okay.
Clubhurts1@gmail.com. You email us. We'll hit you with the bounce back on what you must do. Short and sweet. We're just looking for some love. That's it. One hand washes the other. Scratch your back, you scratch mine. We're starting.
So there's an initiation, not a fee, but something you're looking for.
We're looking for some people to pledge their allegiance. Let's just put it that way. All right. We got to stand up for our man. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's brought this team to new heights.
That's not like a DNA thing.
A.J. Brown wants to say he's the best to ever do it. Well, who was throwing him the football the whole time?
That's the funny thing that makes me chuckle.
That is funny. Thank you. Once again, email clubhurts1@gmail.com and follow along on Instagram @clubhurts. We'll catch you up all there. We got a lot of cool things coming up. Of course, the T-shirts, the merch, it's being designed. It's going through final process as far as approval is concerned. We're going to have that for you on Monday.
The idea of the Club Hurts T-shirt is on the back. It has all the games for the season.
It's Revenge Tour 2026. That's it. Club Hurts. This is the year we shut everybody up.
Typically, when you play to the standard, you win.
New offensive coordinator, no A.J. Brown. Already people wondering what Jalen's going to show us. Not anybody representing the club. Club Hurts
the main thing.
1@gmail.com.
Wow, I mean, we need a. Do we have an applause soundtrack? I got to give it to you, man.
There you go. Let's go.
We need something a little bit softer that we can play over it.
Yeah.
Without it being overpowering.
Yeah.
But it's a great idea. I love the idea of the Instagram.
Are you going to join the club?
No. I have another club. You already know this.
How could you not? If you're an Eagles fan, how could you not want to be a part of Club Hurts?
Because I can be an Eagle fan without being a part of a cult, which is what you're starting. No, Colarulo and I are starting our own club.
Oh, here we go.
But it's not as fun. The Objective Club Hurts.
Who Vince or Nick Lombardi?
No, it's Objective Club Hurts.
Oh,
I don't have to be over the top like you losers.
Gotcha.
All right? But I can still enjoy being a Jalen Hurts fan and an Eagle fan, right? Ray's going to join Objective Club Hurts.
It's funny because everything to do with Club Hurts is anti-losing because that's all he does is win 18 straight
True.
Mondays. Everybody got sick and tired of just those victory Mondays.
Listen, I'm not telling you that we couldn't. We're not directly affiliated, but we can still be allies.
Yeah.
Objective Club Hurts. We're not anti-Club Hurts.
Until they lose.
Objective Club Hurts. Well, I mean, it's kind of the nature of it. That's why it's more fun to be objective.
Yes. Well, you know what? I'm going to enjoy it for the first 3 months. That's for damn sure. There's no games, no win-loss records, no standings, no stats. Yep. Just Club Hurts, baby. Let's go.
This is awesome. Clubhurts1@gmail.com, or you should follow on Instagram regardless. Club Hurts.
Follow along on Instagram at Club Hurts. But if you want to pledge your allegiance, and we'll tell you how to do that with a bounce back, email us at clubhurts1@gmail.com.
All right, coming up, Dave Zangaro, the latest. What's going on with the offseason and how they looked at practice. Sean, this is a new offense. We'll get the insights from Dave Zangaro from NBC Sports Philadelphia. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
And of OTAs, I'm Bray's on with this Fanatic Sports Update. Brought to you by Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa. Borgata Hotel, Casino, and Spa presents Summer Social Americana, Summer Legacy, June 26th, hosted by award-winning chef Michael Simon. Visit theborgata.com, 21 or older. Last day of mandatory minicamp is today. Yesterday, we got a chance to hear from Nick Sirianni. First time since the A.J. Brown trade went down, and you would know it by every single question he was asked. Here's Sirianni talking about AJ.
Done a lot of good things with AJ here. 2 times in the Super Bowl. I think he was All Pro multiple times, Pro Bowl multiple times, and so I would say it was a good run.
Dave Zangaro from MDC Sports Philadelphia coming up next to break down everything going on there. Yesterday, mandatory minicamp and everything going on with this Eagles team. Phillies lost 3-2 last night up in Toronto. The Blue Jays walked it off. John Duran blew his first save of the season. Tonight, Jesus Luzardo and Max Scherzer, the matchup on the mound. Carolina Hurricanes tied the Stanley Cup at 2 games apiece with a 5-3 win last night. Game 4 of the NBA Finals is tonight, 8:30. Knicks Spurs at Madison Square Garden. You can listen to it here on The Fanatic. This update's also brought to you by Positive Coaching. Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes, better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic, the Fanatic app.
Zangaro. Dave Zangaro.
All right, he joins us right now. NBC Sports Philadelphia. Name of the podcast, the Eagle Eye Podcast with Reuben Frank. Very, very popular. I listen to it on a weekly basis. His name is Dave Zangaro. Hello, Dave.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
It is going well. Are you interested in joining Sean? Sean Brace, my co-host, is.
Hi, Dave.
You can follow him on Instagram too. He has started a new club. It's called Club Hertz. Give him the elevator pitch to what it is.
Well, I can't believe, Dave, in 2026 that I have to start this club. But, of course, there are a lot of people out there that are questioning Jalen Hurts. You got articles that are written. It seemed like that nobody even likes this guy yet. According to A.J. Brown, if he was the greatest to ever do it, the guy that was throwing the football to him the whole time is Jalen Hurts. So a little love and affection for number one, Jalen Hurts, in this offseason. So we started a club. And you can go ahead and join. All you got to do is give us a follow at Club Hertz on Instagram, Dave. And we got special merch being put out there, meetups, VIP sessions, a whole lot coming your way this offseason. Club Hertz, are you interested?
That's quite a launch you got going there.
Yes, sir.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
We'll see what you got cooking.
Thanks.
And then
Thank
I'll get back to you.
You got to do a follow. So follows and follow Dave from the Club Hertz account. Maybe he gives you a follow back.
Well, I think Dave might be a little reluctant from what he's been watching down there these last 48 hours. So I can hear it in his voice, the reservations.
Yeah, Dave. Do you give grades on mini camp practices? What was I saw numbers yesterday. So seriously, how does Jalen Hurts look in the new offense? How does the offense look down there?
Yeah, look, it's a new offense, so things are going to take a little bit of time here. Yesterday it was very clear that the defense got the better of them, especially when the ones were out there. But, that's not shocking, right? The defense is really good. This is year 3 for a lot of those players in Vic Fangio's scheme, so they already know what they're doing. Whereas the offense, they're figuring it out. And you don't panic about a practice in early June. It's just it's going to take a while for Jalen and for the rest of these players to figure out what they're supposed to be doing. So I think there may be a little bit of growing pains, but a long way to go here. And, the fun thing has been just seeing what the offense looks like and seeing the different elements. It's very clear that this is not what they were doing previously under Nick Sirianni. All the benchmarks or all the staples of a Shanahan offense are there, and it's going to be fun to see how they kind of blend it to the players that Eagles already have here.
AJ leaves. Devontae now steps up. And you also have a rookie. You have Wicks, who I have no idea. They traded for him. They gave him an extension for next year. That's great. I don't know if that means that he's a true number 2 receiver this year. Hollywood Brown's a pro. It's actually a good signing considering you have 2 guys that maybe you don't know what you can get from. But overall, going into the end of this and then training camp starting, what is wide receiver position a concern for you, Dave?
I wouldn't say a concern. I'd say an unknown. Especially, look, you lose a guy like A.J. Brown. He's a really good player. Now, was he that same player last year? I would argue he wasn't, but, obviously they're going to miss him. He was one of the best receivers we've ever seen in this city. So you're going to miss him, but it wasn't like it was a surprise on June 1st when the trade happened. The Eagles had been operating all offseason. They bring in all those players that you mentioned, and that's where the scheme comes in to me. It's the last 5 years has been so dependent on A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith winning their one-on-ones and getting them the football after they win. The scheme can help you, and I think that's kind of what it's designed to do here is there are layups in this offense. There are ways to get players open and to make the most of some of their routes. So that part to me is exciting. I think you're going to see the ball get spread around a little bit more in this offense. Now, who's it go to? We know it's going to Devontae Smith. We know it's going to Dallas Goedert. After that, we have to see if Mekhi Lemon's ready for that role. Dontavian Wicks, I've seen some good things from him in the past, but he's here because I think Sean Mannion thinks there's more in the tank that he hasn't gotten an opportunity to show. So I think with all the different pieces, they've at least covered their bases, and they have an opportunity to be a good receiving corps.
Dave, I want to hear more about purchases off the TikTok shop, if you have made any recently, so we'll have that. We'll come back to that. But, again, you've been down there, and I think for Eagles fans, and I put my hand in the air right here. Like, I'm just excited. I can't wait to see what this new offense is all about. And Sean Mannion, and of course, these weapons, these rookies. I believe in Saquon on the offensive line. So I think we're all fired up. And why shouldn't we, right? It's something new, fresh with this Eagles offense that has been pretty predictable in this last year or so. So with that, albeit you've only been down there for a little while, give us a couple words that describe what you're seeing so far. If you could give us 3 words to define what this offense looks like so far with Sean Mannion and Jalen Hurts, what would you say to the people?
Yeah, it's a good question, and I will answer it. But first, like, I think the reason it was so frustrating, especially last year, was because this was a talented offense. And, like, if the offense wasn't talented and they weren't very good, all right, you kind of know what it is. But the offense had too much talent last year to put out the product they did. So the first word I'll give you is maximizing, because that's what this is all about. It's about maximizing the talent on offense. That's something they didn't do last year. I'll say cohesion. We haven't really gotten a chance to see it yet, but there has to be cohesion, especially up front on that offensive line. That's the biggest question to me, is like, can those guys stay healthy? And the tough part about that is, like, I don't know if that's the question we can answer in June or even July or August. Like, I think we're going to have to see it when we get to the actual games in September. But having those 5 back, I think, is a big boost if they can stay healthy. The third word I'll give you is Shanahan. And it's because it's the word associated with this brand of offense. And it goes back to Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay. There's a reason this offense gets run so much throughout the NFL, and it can work. And I think I'm excited to see what Sean Mannion brings to it, because can he be the next branch off of that tree? To maybe have one of those guys in the building is really exciting. And he's really new at this. He just turned 34. He's been a coach for 2 seasons in total. So, like, there might be some growing pains, but there's some excitement around him because of what it could be, and I can't wait to see how it comes together in the summer.
Dave Zungaro, NBC Sports Philadelphia, covers the Eagles, the Eagle Eye podcast. Excellent. You should check it out. All right, did there seem, with AJ being traded and now you have mini camp and everybody comes in, did it seem like it was just kind of a relief that all of it was now over with and they can move forward when you spoke to the players?
Maybe a little bit, but honestly, I think everyone knew he was going to be traded eventually. Like, everyone knew it was going to happen. So, maybe if there was some real question about, is it going to happen, is it not going to happen, I think players knew the situation. I think that it was very clear by the Eagles' actions this offseason. They were preparing for him to not be here. So maybe a little bit of relief, just so they don't have to talk about it with us anymore. That's probably most of the relief. But in terms of, look, I keep saying this, and I know people get annoyed. I have a buddy who keeps getting annoyed that when I tell him that A.J. Brown's teammates really liked him, they did. He was well-liked in that locker room. So I think on a personal level, a lot of those players are going to miss him. But they knew this was going to happen. So I don't really know if there's too much relief right now.
It's kind of, Dave, that a thing that I said over and over again, when people start to go to criticizing A.J. Brown, I say, listen, I hear you, but find somebody in the organization, from coaches to ownership to front office to players, that are saying anything negatively about A.J. Brown. I don't think something's coming out, but I think we might have heard, being that it seems like a lot of information gets put out of NovaCare in, I don't know, the last 5-10 years. Like, people talk down there. There's not anything negative about A.J. Brown that is coming out.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a little surprising to me, because I try to put myself in their shoes. And, like, we all saw the tape last year. There were times where he didn't look completely engaged. And I think that would really bother me if I were one of his teammates. I don't know that. I've never played in the NFL. But, like, I think that would bother me. And it didn't seem to bother them. And I think probably it's because they saw the work he was putting in throughout the week. And honestly, I think a lot of his teammates probably shared some of his frustrations about the way the offense was going. And, like, that was the one thing, when he voiced his frustrations, he wasn't wrong. I think we know the offense wasn't good enough last year. They probably could have figured out ways to get him the football a little bit better. So I think a lot of those played a role in that. But yeah, that has stood out to me, that because, like I said, I put myself in their shoes, and I wonder how I would have reacted to that. But yeah, I haven't heard anything negative about him.
Great answer, because that's the first thing that comes to my mind. It's like, wait a minute, this guy was requesting trades. Everybody knew it, right, to a point, but yet they want to stand up for their man. Very interesting. Now, how big is the mustache he drew on Nick Sirianni? Did you see this down there? He defaced our wall inside the Jeff. So I'm curious, did you see the autograph, and how big is the devil horns he drew on Jalen Hurts' head?
I have not seen it, but it is pretty cool, actually. There's like a wall of like all the Pro Bowlers in the one hallway, and typically guys will come back, they'll sign it. So that part isn't unique. The little caption is maybe a little unique, but I think it was done in jest. I know people are anything that AJ Brown's going to say or do right now. A lot of people are going to
get mad.
They said I was a diva.
Yeah, like that's kind of his brand. I mean, his social media is always open, so of course he's going to play into that. AJ Brown. It was a little bit weird, Dave.
By the way, he's not the best receiver in Eagles history. He didn't play here long enough.
Yeah, no. So Ray Dunn, my producer, we spent a good portion of last hour arguing about that. He doesn't even make my top 5 because he only played 4 years here. We're going to release that coming up here.
Oh, I think he's a top 5. I've gone through this. I won't. You guys can save that for your.
No, give it to us.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have him 4 or 5. It's like, is he above or below Deshaun Jackson for that 4th or 5th spot? I don't know. But I think he's a top 5. I think that's like kind of the sad part about this whole thing is he was clearly on his way to being number 1 on this list if he just finished his career here. And he's obviously not going to get there.
All right, so just make sure you follow Dave. I'm just looking at Instagram, Dave. It's D Zangaro. And here's his bio that he writes. I cover the Eagles for NBC Sports Philadelphia, and I like a good adventure. And then you look at the adventure, he almost stepped on a rattlesnake. He's got a picture of a big rattlesnake. Where were you, Dave? You're crazy.
Are you a snake man, Dave?
No, I really don't like snakes. That was after the owners' meetings in Arizona. Some people went to Sedona. I went to Tucson, and there was I was on a hike, and there was a rattlesnake, and it was a little too close for comfort.
So you didn't go with Rossini and Vrabel.
So Vrabel didn't end up in the hike all of a sudden. There he is.
There is a breadcrumb trail. I was in Tucson. I left a lot of good alibis there for me.
Nice work.
All right, well, listen, so follow Dave and listen to the podcast. Everything that he does on NBC Sports Philadelphia is amazing in covering the team. And Dave, give a follow back. Hopefully Club Hertz has already followed. Just to give him a follow back. And make sure you follow Dave and follow everything that he does. Thanks, buddy.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right, there he is, Dave Zangaro. He did it again, Dave Zangaro. Another good interview.
Oh, he's the man.
It is rattlesnake.
Let me see it.
40, right here.
Yeah, no,
I'm out.
No, thank you. That's one thing we don't have to worry about here, for the most part, right? I mean, I'm sure there's rattlers out there.
I'd like to go on a hike like that, though. Maybe you start getting a little bit older, and you're like, there's so many things that I wish I would have done.
Well, that's what we do when we get older. We go hiking. Nobody hikes when they're young.
No. But I want, Ray, the one that it has the beautiful scenic background. It's for the Instagram shot. You're in like a national park or somewhere where you're looking down in the canyons, and it's this great, beautiful view. That's all. I just want the Instagram opportunity.
I mean, that's why most people hike nowadays.
That's why I want to do it. Yep.
To tell people you're healthy and also to show people on Instagram that you've gone somewhere they haven't.
You know what? Because when I see that, I'm like, damn, those people are lucky.
You just described Ray.
You're right.
Sunset Ray over there.
I go to Ocean City. I go to the Ocean City Boardwalk every summer when I could be doing these other things.
Ray always posted a sunset.
Yeah.
Sunset done.
Are you a sunset poster?
Love a sunset.
Do you post it though?
Yeah.
I must not follow your regular accounts because I know you have multiple accounts for.
You follow both of them.
Professional.
You follow
Ray
both of them.
And personal.
It's okay to say they don't show up in your algorithm. You got other things going on. You got kids.
Yeah, I don't even know what's in my wrestling's in my algorithm.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, exactly. I'll tell you what's funny. It's like Sedona though. They should send some coin to Rossini and Vrabel because Devin Caney was just there, and she posted on Instagram. She went with her mother, and on the top of the part of Instagram said Sedona. It's the first thing I thought of.
They made it famous.
Sedona, yeah. So if you're going to go cheat on your significant other, you should do it in Sedona. They should probably.
Sedona, the top place to do that?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, why? I'm saying it's trendy. It's a copycat world.
Yes.
I mean, but
you know what's crazy? In the world of infidelity, Tiger Woods, for what he was doing all those years in Vegas and never to be caught, that's wild. Now, Tiger was next level. He was like
he was renting out hotels.
He was like
so no one
floors.
could see him.
Yeah, floors.
But
Three straight floors.
but yet he was taking down the Perkins waitress behind a dumpster.
What an absolute animal. I mean, what an absolute monster. Like, there's levels to the game, right? Like, if you're out and about and you see somebody that's a hot waitress, I'm not saying
Then
I'm
you take her
fine with
behind
it.
the dumpster.
I'm not saying I'm fine with it. But to roll into a Perkins 10 a.m. for some flapjacks and go, you know what? I'm Tiger Woods. You want to go behind the grill? What else is she going to say? You think she's not going to sleep with Tiger?
I would. I mean,
Like,
I don't know, right?
If I was working at, whatever, the Golden Corral, and Tiger rolls in and says, hey, you want to go to my car? I'm going for the walk.
See,
I'm not saying I'm doing anything, but I'm going to go for the walk. It's Tiger bleeping Woods.
Don't sleep on Golden Corral. I don't mind Golden Corral a couple times a year.
How much does it cost? How much is a good buffet these days?
$20, I think.
That's a good
$25.
deal.
I mean, it's been a little while since I've been. He was the one. I think there's one in Bucks County, maybe Ben Salem, and it was a listener. So I talked about it on the air. There was, if you Google the video, I think on Friday nights they have. I don't think it's crabs. I think it's fillet night.
Oh yeah, baby.
And the fillets weren't coming out fast enough, and there was a big brawl. There's video.
Oh my goodness.
How about that?
It's exactly what you think it would
Yeah.
be.
No, you think about it now, you can't even get a cheesesteak and a soda for $25. Like, that's probably right around the number.
Well, at least everybody's making so much more money. And there's inflation's down or whatever. But
Very
anyway.
sad. Yeah, you're right.
Do we have some Jalen Hurts car comps on the Davis Honda text line?
Yeah, a lot of different car comps ranging just all the way across the board. How about a Lamborghini or a Bentley?
Jalen?
That's
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
He's an F250 workhorse, not flashy, comes to work.
Ooh.
That is a great answer. Because those trucks aren't cheap.
And what, we don't have any names on this? It's just text?
No name.
All right, read the number. We'll text them back on air. Thank you.
Sounds good.
That was a good tweet. Good text.
Yeah, when you text, give us a name and location.
I'll give you some credit on that.
Yeah.
One. F-250 is a good
If
steal.
we're going to be impersonal with text, let's make it a little personal.
Jeff the mailman here. Jalen is like a Rolls Royce. AJ is like a Lambo. Two alpha males.
Love the alpha talk.
Definitely two alphas. Absolutely.
Alpha talk. It's big these days.
But Jalen as a Ford F-150 is awesome because that's a big, strong, powerful, expensive truck.
I got to bump you up. F-250, he said.
So what's the F-250?
Yeah,
Just bigger?
Yeah, I think it goes to 350, I want to say. And that's you're talking
Is it
diesel. Yeah, it's big.
So is that when he has to back the truck into a spot and it's still hanging out into the street?
Oh, yeah.
You can't park near it because it's so big.
And you got the nuts hanging off of the... Yeah.
Yeah.
I like feeling it in my hands.
Right.
I got one from Roy here. He says, the Honda Accord has been on the Car and Driver 10 best list. Shout out Davis Honda. For the last 28 years in a row. Put some respect on its name, boys.
Is that Roy Burton?
That's Roy Burton.
Roy, you're agreeing with me. When I called Jalen Hurts a Honda Accord, most people see that as a shot at Jalen. Not so fast, my friend. Honda Accord's a good car.
It's a good car if we're talking about, I don't know, a rec league. These are professional athletes. These are the best of the best. Like, I got nothing but love for the Honda Accord. That's me. I drove an Accord didn't I? I had an Accord. I had an Altima. Did I have an Accord?
I don't think you did.
I don't think I had an Accord.
You had an Altima.
I had a Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went to...
I've never had a Honda. My sister-in-law buys Hondas.
No, I never had a Honda. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
You know what, Davis Honda? What we got?
I'll drive. I'm in.
Yeah. I need a new car.
I don't. Not until next May. But then we could talk.
I need my inspection is up at the end of July, and I don't
really
anticipate inspecting it. It's almost 80,000 miles. It's time to move on to something new.
I was gonna say
I want the same payment. The problem is auto rates are higher than when I bought the car.
it's only gonna be $100 to get an inspection. You need a new car just because of the inspection?
But it starts to get to the point where you start needing to get new things,
Gotcha.
and it's like, all right, you're approaching 100,000 miles.
Well, did you know that Honda Accord has been on the Car and Driver 10 best list for the last 28 years in a row?
Thank you, Roy.
There you go.
We're in agreement. Ray, what's Ray as a car? An Avalon?
I am
Toyota?
what I drive.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's
Dependable. Running out of gas quickly.
I'm not feeling like a car.
Worn
I'm
down.
almost feeling like a Jeep. Like I'm
Jeep?
feeling a Jeep. Ray's more than a car.
Can Ray be a pickup truck for the guy that doesn't put anything in the bed of the pickup truck? He
There's
just likes the pickup truck?
Nothing about me that suggests
No,
pickup
he's
truck.
not a
No, but
pickup
that's what I'm
truck.
saying, but you also don't use it.
Ray's a Grand Cherokee.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take that.
What year?
That works for me.
Not the new one. No, not the new one.
2009?
Yeah, I don't think
Beat
you want
down.
a new Grand Cherokee. I think you want because you got to work out those those issues with the computers and all. You want the older one. Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Grand Cherokee
The
2015.
one the transmission goes in about 6
Hey,
months?
dude, those things last.
They do. All right, 610-632-0975. Okay, so guys, don't cheat because we're going to play Chat GPT Feud. It's Ray against Sean. All right? I asked Chat GPT to rank the top 10 Eagles wide receivers of all time. Who gets more correct? That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
OTAs end today. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. We have the final day of mandatory minicamp for the Eagles today down at the Jefferson Health Complex. Still doesn't sound right. But they got their final day before they take a nice 6-week break ahead of training camp. Yesterday, we heard from Nick Sirianni talking about really just one thing and one thing only. A lot of different answers, the same questions. What happened with A.J. Brown? Where does his team go from here? Here is Sirianni addressing the end of the A.J. Brown era.
Done a lot of good things with AJ here, 2 times in the Super Bowl. I think he was All Pro multiple times, Pro Bowl multiple times, and so I would say it was a good run.
We just spoke with NBC Sports Philadelphia's Dave Zangaro about mandatory minicamp, the end of the A.J. Brown era, and everything going on with the Eagles. You'll be able to watch that one more time on our website, the Fanatic app, or our YouTube channel. Phillies lost 3-2 last night in Toronto. The Blue Jays walked it off. Joan Duran had his first blown save of the season. Tonight, it's Jesus Luzardo versus Max Scherzer on the mound for that series. Hurricanes tied the Stanley Cup up at 2 games apiece with a 5-3 win last night. Knicks Spurs Game 4 tonight at Madison Square Garden, 8:30 start for that one. This update is brought to you by True Green. Get 50% off lawn care this summer with True Green's biggest sale of the year. Sign up at TrueGreen.com by June 23rd to take your weekends back. Restrictions apply. See site for details. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the NBA Finals, 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, we're back. Middays with Marks. A reminder, tomorrow's broadcast. We're live at Bet Parks, inside Parks Casino, Ben Salem, as we kick off World Cup. How about that?
Get excited.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Bet Parks Summer Soccer Fest, catching every World Cup soccer match live in their state-of-the-art sportsbook. So you're saying, like, hey, where can I watch these? Where can I go maybe bet, have lunch, whatever? We're there from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow at Bet Parks Sportsbook at Parks Casino. Must be 21. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Good to be back.
Yeah, last time I was there, I had a 10 out of 10 burger. And I'm really hungry right now, so I was just thinking about that. Grabbing a burger tomorrow. Probably after the show. I don't eat during the show. It's tough to eat during the show when you do a remote broadcast.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to have a cheese sandwich, Ray. That's what I brought today. Cheese sandwiches, two of them.
I just had a protein bar.
How'd
It was
that
good.
taste?
It was really good. It was a wafer, chocolate, peanut butter, 25 grams of protein. Feeling good, feeling great.
Awesome. All right, so we've been talking about the top wide receivers in Philadelphia Eagles history. And Dave Zangaro has A.J. Brown 4th or 5th, which I would say is probably objective. For my list, I'm a little bit not objective. But A.J. Brown's not the top wide receiver. But what does ChatGPT say about this? So in Family Feud, you know, Sean, they ask 100 people. We don't ask 100 people. We ask ChatGPT. All right?
Okay.
The top 10 Eagles wide receivers of all time. According to ChatGPT, the top 10 answers are on the board. Who gets more between Ray and Sean? Now, if we had somebody I could talk to about it, I think Sean is going to get more.
How about that? Now, do you know that I used to host a show for Eagles Television Network way back in the day? E-Rock and I, a matter of fact.
I remember you doing that.
So with that show, it was a lot about
Listy stuff?
history of the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right, Sean's minus 175 on the money line.
Let's go.
Here's how it works. Until the top 10 answers are all used, if you get 3 strikes, you lose. Other than that, it cannot be a tie. If it's 5-5, we'll give a tie-breaking question, okay?
Love it.
Sounds good.
All right, Ray, I'm going to allow you to start. The top 10 wide receivers of all time.
All right. I mean, I'm fine if my first strike comes on the guy I got to want. A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown makes the top 10. He is 7th overall.
All right. You ready for this one?
Seems about right to me.
Pete Retzlaff is on that list.
Pete Retzlaff does not make the top 10. And, Sean, I would say why. I think he's mostly considered a tight end.
Get out of here. He's one of the greatest receivers in Eagles history.
Now, he is an honorable mention.
Oh, get out of here.
And it says often classified as a wide receiver / tight end.
That's a Fugazi list.
That's not good to start off with a strike. Ray, to you.
Let's go with the guy with the gold jacket, Harold Carmichael.
Harold Carmichael, number 1 on the list. Thank you very much. Franchise leader in receiving yards and touchdowns. Hall of Famer. All right, Sean.
I'm staying old school. How about that Tommy McDonald, John Mark?
Number 2 on the
Let's
list.
go.
And also above A.J. Brown on my list, easily. Hall of Famer, one of the most explosive receivers of his era. How about that?
Love it.
Back to you, Ray.
All right. Let's go with Mike Quick.
Mike Quick, of course, number 3 on the list, 5-time Pro Bowler, second among Eagles wide receivers in touchdown catches. All right, Sean, pivots to you.
Can you list the names real quick that have been called? That are on the list.
Carmichael, McDonald, Mike Quick,
And AJ.
and AJ.
All right, Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson, number 4 on the list. Ray,
Let's go Terrell Owens.
T.O. number 5. So we have number 6, number 8, number 9, and number 10. And number 10, I don't think belongs on the list, or it's a very thin list.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, back to you.
And these are wide receivers, no tight ends.
Wide receivers. I know you like a good tight end.
I
but-
do like a good tight end. You're right about that.
All right. 3 seconds.
How about
Give him the buzzer.
Irvin Fryer? Irvin Fryer.
Incorrect. 2 strikes for Sean. Ray has no strikes.
All right. So we got 6, 8, 9, and 10 still working with
Correct.
here. How about that Fred Barnett?
Oh, my goodness.
Did you cheat?
No.
Number 10 on the list, and he doesn't belong on the list. Freddie Barnett. And Fred was a good player, Arkansas Fred.
Arkansas Fred.
Number 10 on the list. All right, so maybe that shows you how limited the pool is, Sean Brace.
Damn.
Let's. If you get this wrong, you get this incorrect, you lose.
I'm lose,
and
yeah.
Ray wins. And you have 2 strikes. Ray has none.
Yeah. All right, so I got to get it right.
You got to get it right or it's over.
All right, so it's definitely not Quez Watkins.
Did not make the list.
We're not going to say Quez. Again, wide receiver is throwing me off because I'm a little worried about where I'm going with some of these other names, but that's all right. We're going Jeremy Maclin.
Jeremy Maclin makes the list. Boom. He is number 9. All right, Ray, puts the pressure on you.
If Jeremy Macklin's on this list, give me Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith on the list at 8, which leads us to 1 left.
And not to say that I have 6 at this point, right?
You have 6, but you could also strike out.
Oh, okay.
He would have to get it. I mean, if he gets a correct, I guess if he gets a correct here, you're already clinched.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We let him have this.
All right, Sean, let him get the strike so it's over.
He won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles back in 2017. One of the greatest one-on-ones with a media member pre-Super Bowl ever. Alshon Jeffrey.
For the game, is it Alshon Jeffrey? Survey says it is not. Ray wins.
Wow.
He was an honorable mention. Number 6 was Pete. Is it Fios? P-I-H-O-S.
Yeah.
Right on the tip of the tongue.
Hall of Famer. 6 straight seasons leading the NFL in receptions. And he's on my list. He's over A.J. Brown. There you go.
All right.
There you go. Ray wins it. The ChatGPT feud.
Oh, yeah, it was tough. I knew I was up against it when I swung and missed on.
Tough way to start the game.
Yeah, it was. Pete Retzlaff. Yeah, I guess tight end, Zach Ertz, Pete Retzlaff. Come on.
You're the guy that starts horse with the half-court shot.
But it was a it was a
Like,
All right, you ready? Watch
your
this. Steph Curry.
Free throw, man.
Steph Curry from the opposite baseline.
Put the pressure on me.
yeah. There's a couple gimmies. Take them.
You had to be Harold Carmichael.
Devontae Smith didn't go to the end of the game. He was just staring at
Pete
us.
Retzlaff.
They said I was a diva.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
Swung big.
All right. There you go, Ray. Number 1, Harold Carmichael. This is my Eagles list. Number 2, Mike Quick. Number 3, Tommy McDonald. Number 4, Deshaun Jackson. Number 5, T.O. A.J. Brown does not make my top 5. You know, listen, you know me. I got to respect our elders. I got to respect the Eagles players that played 50, 60 years ago. Right? Tommy McDonald's in the Hall of Fame as an Eagle. And in his era was considered an elite wide receiver. I can't put A.J. Brown in over that. So there you go.
I'm all right with that.
You okay with that?
Tommy and me.
All right.
Never saw it. Heard it's great, though.
Never saw it either.
No.
But I have great respect for Ray. And,
Oh, God, yeah.
Ray
Glenn?
did. Yeah, and Glenn.
I
and
don't know if
everything.
Glenn is involved with that one. I don't know if he is, but
I know Ray.
yeah. Diddy's the man. Pull out that big yellow notepad. Let me know what you've been writing down, Ray.
Copious notes.
What did you just say?
Ray's the man?
No, I didn't hear Ray's the man.
Oh, Ray Diddy?
I heard Diddy's the man.
Oh, no.
Hey, Ray.
No, we're off of that one.
All
Diddy
right.
is definitely not the man. Watch that documentary, that's for sure. Just real quick, huge shout out. Man, clubhurts1@gmail.com.
People are emailing.
Clubhurts1@gmail.com. If you want to get in the hottest exclusive club this summer, as we lead up to the Revenge Tour, we got over 45 emails off the jump. Clubhurts1@gmail.com. We'll send you a bounce back on how you can pledge your loyalty to the club. And oh, by the way, follow on Instagram, Club Hurts.
Yeah, all right. He's got a good club. Oh! Coming up, Nick Sirianni got his chance to address the A.J. Brown trade. How much do you respect how he handled it? And how long can we go before I start putting my head in through the wall? Because that's what happens when Nick talks. He just won't shut up, and we're doing a press conference on the air, and I'm like, all right, just shut up. I don't even know what you're talking about. Get me back on the air. All I keep picturing is people turning off the radio because he's just rambling on and on.
Nick Lombardi.
How long can I take Nick Sirianni addressing the A.J. Brown situation? We'll find out coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5. But I heard A.J. Brown got traded. You know that, Sean? No longer an Eagle.
Well, go away, AJ. Go away. Stop signing things. Don't come back.
They said I was a diva.
Wait. You mean to tell me Angie's List couldn't have shipped his stuff up there to New England? Couldn't get a Instagram post?
Well, hasn't he been living up there for a while?
Yeah.
Isn't that being talked about? Hasn't he been up there for a while?
Supposedly first week of May.
Yeah. He's been up there. Yeah. Anyway, Nick Sirianni, he spoke before AJ was officially traded, so then he spoke after AJ was officially traded. So inside baseball here, Sean, you were off yesterday. Sirianni spoke at 12:30, and we were like, all right, do we carry it? And I think in hindsight, I would carry it now, and we probably should have, but he drives me nuts. The day after the game, yes, of course we're going to carry it. On when does he talk next? Wednesday? I don't know if I need to hear Nick Sirianni Wednesday. You know, like that's just man, we're trying to do a radio show. I don't need coach press conferences all the time. Yesterday he was going to be asked about A.J. Brown. Remember, wasn't he not asked by A.J. Brown? Before the trade, he wasn't asked about it, right? He didn't get asked a question.
Nope.
So we thought he would be asked the question. It was a matter of what's he going to say to the question. Well, we have the answer to what he said to the question. How long was the answer?
I think over 2.5, almost 3 minutes.
How long are we going to play? Is it going to be till I can't take it anymore?
Till you can't take it anymore.
Okay. Because what happens when we play these press conferences and it's, all right, do we want to play it? I'm just like, oh, all right, fine, we'll play it. And then he's talking, and I'm just sitting back here, and I'm like, oh, my God, dude, like, he's got to stop. Like, I'm talking to Ray off the air, being like, dude, can we cut it after this answer? Like, I can't take it anymore. Because he doesn't really say anything. He gives thoughtful non-answers. He's not a jerk like Chip Kelly. But at least Chip Kelly just gave you nothing, and he was short about it. Nick's talking about high school and this and
that's
that.
in my notes.
And he's going over. He drives me nuts.
Core values.
I don't need it. Anyway, do we have the question in there, or is it just the answer?
We can have the question in there if you want.
Do we know what the question is?
Question leading in was, how disappointing is it that you called A.J. Brown the best receiver this city's ever seen for it to end this way?
Here's his answer.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it was there was a lot of good years here, right? And done a lot of good things. With AJ here, 2 times in the Super Bowl. I think he was All Pro multiple times, Pro Bowl multiple times, and so I would say it was a good run. But really excited about that room that we have.
Here we go.
You know, Devontae Smith has had a really good offseason, has had, 5 good years of being an Eagle
We're not ending it.
Very
just pause it for a
productive.
second. We're not. He's going to name every wide receiver on the roster now, isn't he? I did not hear his answer, so this is the first time I'm hearing it.
The question is whether or not you get to Darius Cooper.
I think you get the Darius Cooper. All right, now I'm interested.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
I don't think we get the Darius.
You know, he's going to get extra opportunities that he works so hard that people convert that. You know, I'm really excited about Makai and
What's the first
where
round
he is
pick? Yeah,
this offseason, and just has ability to catch the football, his toughness. I think that's a great addition to that room. Tay, Wicks, I think he has a very unique skill set of being able to get in and out of breaks and be really efficient at the line of scrimmage.
Football guy talking.
For a guy that I've coached, he has some Keenan Allen into his game.
He's a Hall of Famer.
You know, Keese and Elijah. Been excited to coach those guys for a long time. They have unique skill sets. You know, Keese has got extreme quickness, and Elijah. Keese has great speed and excellent hands. Elijah just is so quick at the top of his route. And then, you know, Darius Cooper and Johnny Wilson just have that ability to kind of be the dirty work guys that we've so valued in our offense. And I'll always value that in an offense of a receiver that can do some of the dirty work and then do some of the other things from that. So, you know, again, a lot of good things that have happened, and then really excited about that room.
All right. There you go. All right. We made it to Johnny Wilson. So Like, just his answer was, I'm going to name every wide receiver on the roster and lull you to sleep. And he's effective because I don't dislike Nick listening to him. Like, he talked about his wide receivers. Like, I don't know what you want him to say. Wasn't going to say anything. This is what he does. It's why I hate playing the press conferences. He didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
How disappointed are you that it ended the way it did? Well, you got Johnny Wilson breakdown out of that. He answers his own question. He's a genius.
He is.
He is a PR genius. Ever since he was terrible at it, he's become a master of it. Because you know how many questions they got in?
4?
That's it. 9-minute presser. You take 2.5 minutes to answer the first. You take 2.5 to answer the second.
I saw. I think it was that Dumas guy that was mad that 2 of the 4 questions were A.J. Brown related, and he didn't get a chance to ask his question.
Well, you got him today again.
Yeah, he talks today, and we won't.
Well, you saw that he was frustrated?
Well, he tweeted something out about, only 4 questions, 2 of which were A.J. Brown. You could just tell that he was a little bit.
Dude, what is up with this cat?
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, congratulations, Nick Sirianni. And by the way, I was the first, and I put first, so I claim it, to call him Kaiser Soze. Because I'm a Nick Sirianni guy. Everybody thinks he's just this dumb jock football coach. No.
I'm the dumbest coach in the world.
Ray just called him a genius in the media. He is. Yep, he's figured it out. You don't need to be a genius to be a genius in the media. You just talk for 2 minutes about whatever you want to talk about, and people are like, okay, what was the question? And then you move on to the next question. These guys just have their question. They have their reason for asking questions. They're trying to write a story, or it's like, hey, this is the most pressing question that I have. What do they care?
Yeah, I mean, I called him smart there. He's got smart tactics on that. It's like back in the day when I worked with Billy and he was losing an argument and he would start to just spin the question and start asking another question to get to a different topic. That's what Nick Sirianni
Maybe
does.
that's where he learned it from.
I mean,
from Nick Sirianni.
Runs in the family.
They are related.
I love it that Jason Dumas, he did say, bunch more about A.J. Brown. Time to move on. Okay, thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
And then he went on, he tweeted, Reek Woolen told me he's tried a bunch of different cheesesteaks in his short time here. Got to ask him his favorite.
Oh, okay. Okay. This guy Dumas is smarter than everybody else, but he goes for the cheesesteak question.
I think that was perfect.
Now, see, that is Action News-ish.
A part of me thinks he's playing the villain a little bit on socials, like trying to stir it up, like time to move on.
No, I think that he thinks he's better than everybody else, and we're just animals. That's fine. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, Jason, who's a worse fan base, the Knicks or Philadelphia?
Yeah, how about the Knicks, who almost killed a Spurs fan? They did what they did to the Pacers fan a couple years ago, and I don't know if I seen a brawl.
That ain't no brawl. That was old school outsiders from like the 80s.
I mean, the cops were injured. There's like 5 cops that were injured in the Knicks fans beating up on each other.
21 people arrested.
Holy crap.
Warriors!
When do you see that in Philadelphia? Seriously, like I know we have a reputation and some of that is deserved. Where do you see that? Where do you see? I used to. I hate this guy in San Francisco that used to work for Nahagian because he made us out to be what happened in Lincoln Financial Field during that NFC Championship game was like we're animals and we're losers and all this other stuff. That doesn't happen anywhere else. But if you look at videos every Sunday in the NFL, you will get fights inside stadiums that are now put out on social media that have nothing to do with Philadelphia and have nothing to do with the Eagles. The 49ers fans are vicious. There's fights there every week. You see this all over the place.
You can't wear certain colors in L.A.
Well, all I'm saying is that if you're going with just videos that are out there right now, there's far few Eagles fight videos than all these other teams. We are what we are. We do a lot of yapping. We're really annoying. Please, there's violence all over the NFL.
Never seen anything like that. What's taking place up there at MSG?
That's never happened in
Those
Philadelphia.
guys are animals.
They're supposed to be New York. Oh, it's New York. We're just the armpit Philly, and we're not good sports fans. And where Craig Carton called us minor league sports fans. No, that's disgusting.
Oh.
Those people up there are losers.
No, it's even worse than losers, John. Like that's something that there's a handful of bad people at every game. There's not that.
Not that. And that's why I'm not affiliated with the Knicks or Knicks fans.
Those are gangs up there. Those are straight up thugs. That's some thuggery going on up there, man. It is crazy to see what was taking place. I thought the one video was AI. I was hopeful it was AI, but it wasn't. Oh. They literally beat this kid up. He's bleeding, and then took his Spurs jersey off of him. That's, dude, you belong in jail for a long time if that's you.
Coming up, News at Noon with Ray featuring Paul Skeens, the saddest NFL situation ever, and LeBron hates yet another city. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Close of OTAs. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The final day of mandatory minicamp is today for the Eagles. We get a chance to hear from Nick Sirianni again, because yesterday when you heard from Nick Sirianni, it was about one thing and really one thing only. A.J. Brown and that wide receiver room. What he makes of the A.J. Brown trade. Here's Sirianni.
Done a lot of good things with AJ here. 2 times in the Super Bowl. I think he was All Pro multiple times, Pro Bowl multiple times, and so I would say it was a good run.
We got to break down the run with A.J. Brown and everything going on with the Birds right now with Dave Zangaro of NBC Sports Philadelphia. Earlier, catch the interview one more time on our website, the Fanatic app, or our YouTube channel. Phillies lost 3-2 to the Blue Jays last night. Blue Jays walked it off. Joan Duran blew his first save of the season. Tonight, it's Jesus Luzardo and Max Scherzer, the matchup on the mound in the final game of that 3-game set. Hurricanes tied the Stanley Cup up at 2 games apiece with a 5-3 win last night. Game 4 of the NBA Finals is tonight between the Knicks and the Spurs up at Madison Square Garden. 8:30 starts to that one. You can catch it right here on The Fanatic. This update is brought to you by Bank of America. Bank of America, sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026, dedicated to offering solutions to help businesses meet their goals. bankofamerica.com/game changers. I'm Ray Dunn in your home for the NBA Finals, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Middays with Marks. We are back. News at Noon coming up here in a second. The 11 o'clock hour was sponsored by Sean.
Oh, that's right. It was brought to you by DraftKings. Make sure you stay tuned because we'll have more about DraftKings and all that's to offer throughout the course of the show. DraftKings, the crown is yours. One quick one, John, right here, right now. The Knicks minus 190 to hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy as they are up 2-1. Spurs plus 160. How you feeling, Johnny Marks?
I would lock it up tonight for the Knicks. What's the point spread tonight?
2.5, sir.
That's a light line.
2.5 in favor of your home New York Knicks. 216.5 is your total. Here's where I'm at in tonight's game. There's no doubt about it. I am on the Spurs. However, Karl Anthony Towns is the guy. You got to look at Cat. Cat's going to let it fly this evening. So if you are a Knick backer, you got to think over 18 plus for Karl Anthony Towns.
What about, because Brunson really hasn't went off, right?
He's had 20 in every game, which there was
That's more volume shooting than anything, right? He shoots a lot of free throws.
Yeah, look, you're right. He gets to that number. He's at 28 tonight. Brunson and Wemby, I won't doubt them. They could get to 30. They can get to 32. They could stay at 27, stay under that number. That's fine. But Karl Anthony Towns had a bad game, and he was trying to find ways to get involved. He was getting shoved around by smaller players. Like, dude, he
had 30 and 32. What am I talking about? Took a lot of shots to get there.
Who, Brunson?
Yeah, he was 12 of 31, 7 of 25, and 11 of 25, but he scored 30, 20, and 32. He scored 32 in games.
Yeah, there were a couple stretches where he didn't give the ball up. He just was dribbling, or once the pass came to him, he never gave it up. Karl Anthony Towns is a guy I would look at over 18 plus. I think that's an easy play. I'm sorry, boys. We're going head-to-head. Life just got a hell of a lot more interesting for all you New York fans, and I'm looking at both of you. It's going to be 2-2. We're going to have a best-of-3 for the NBA Finals. And let me tell you right now, Wemby's got him right where he wants him. They're crying. Oh, they're so physical. Keep pushing Jalen around. You're mean. 7'5". I got Jacoby. How's he not in the news at noon, that loser? Did you hear him? Ranting and raving about how he hates Wemby, and he dresses and he thinks it's a facade. He plays chess. He sketches pre-games in the park by himself. Wemby's an interesting cat. He's 23. He's an alien. Dude, when he develops that fall-away jumper, he's unstoppable, unguardable.
He's already in the finals. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and people want to throw trash his way. It's
he's a great player.
What do you expect?
Would love to have him. But by the way, just for the record, Ray may be a Knicks fan. I am not affiliated with the Knicks or their fans. I did explain this to my daughter's dance recital last night. I had to explain it again to somebody. I'm not affiliated with the Knicks. I don't support Knicks fans. I'm a Sixer fan for the Knicks.
Gotcha.
No affiliation with the Knicks whatsoever. Right?
To be clear,
Ray's
I
actually
am not
a
a
fan.
Knicks fan.
Oh.
I'm someone that objectively watches the game of basketball and understands the Knicks are winning the finals.
Hey, Ray.
Ray was actually up there in the fights. I saw him throwing punches.
I love this because this is so much of how much you have invested in the Spurs winning the championship than it is anything else.
A little bit.
Yeah, this is the.
No, I'm believing it, though. No. I am believing it.
Of course, I believe it if my wallet bet on
Listen,
it.
he put his chest out game 3, said they're winning. And I even said, you know what?
I said they're going to win the next 2.
You did. It's a light line tonight. The odds makers are saying we're not sure about
Wasn't
this
it
game.
1.5 when we looked yesterday?
It bumped up to 2.5 before game 3 as well. I think it went off at 2.5, but 1.5 was where it was. Same thing yesterday. It was 1.5, now up to 2.5. Look, the odds makers most of the time this is a coin toss, man. Any one of these teams can win. These are 2 great teams.
I agree with you. That's what the line says. But it's not a strong line on the Knicks.
Agreed.
At all. All right. And, Sean, we had another user submission. We don't have that for today.
Oh, we have it.
So this is a user submission, News at Noon Open. Because as we put out there, the less work we have to do, the more we like that. So send your News at Noon Opens to the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. Here we go.
Give me the news at noon. Give me the news at noon with Ray Dunn. It's so easy he can do it in his underwear. It's the news at noon with Ray Dunn.
And that's based on your GimmeTheVin.com commercial, which you're very happy when you're reading that commercial. It sounds like that you're really into the Gimme the Vin.
I am really into Gimme the Vin. I was a little upset they didn't let me do the jingle, but,
Really? We should allow that to happen.
That's all right.
Can we shout out that guy? Who was that?
Zach from Northeast Philly.
Zach. That was good.
Somebody that understands the show.
That was awesome.
Zach, you're the man. Thank you.
We got some good ones. The Car for Kids. Zach just did that. Pretty good, man.
By the way, Car for Kids are allowed to be back on the air in California. I read something yesterday on one of the trades.
Huh.
KARS, Cars for Kids. All right, Ray.
All right, let's go to the west side of this state and talk about Paul Skeens. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Skeens apparently just driving his way on home, found himself to a Little League park, ended up being a part of a Little League practice. Here's how it sounded as they were doing pregame for the Pirates game, talking about what he got himself into.
Paul Skeens was driving down Perry Highway, and the baseball player himself saw baseball lights over a field and decided to stop by and spectate the Little Leaguers taking part in practice. At first, he was just sitting on the bench, being very casual, watching the entire thing take place, but being 6'7", it's kind of hard to hide, and especially when you're Paul Skeens. And I was told all of a sudden, all of the kids at once rushed off the field over to see Skeens, and the
So cool for Paul Skeens to do this. He ended up practicing with them for like 2 hours, throwing the ball around with them, hanging out with them. Really cool moment.
Sure.
We don't really have to have a take on that. I don't know if there's any sort of negative take or dissenting take on that. It's great. My question to you is, as a kid, who would have been the baseball player that you would have wanted to drive down that highway and get off the highway, stop and watch your baseball practice and toss the ball around with?
I'm sorry. My mind was only on Livy Dunn. Where is she at in this whole conversation?
I think she's the one that publicized this.
She was in the car. So my question is, all those Little League kids, they might care about Paul Skeens, but if Livy Dunn went out on that field...
She was in the car? I thought she was on FaceTime with them.
Anyways.
I don't know.
Regardless, she would have been like the focus of attention. No doubt about it.
Yep. Mike Schmidt's an easy answer for me.
Oh, Schmidt.
Lonnie Smith.
Lonnie Smith.
Pete Rose. Because then when all that was over, they sucked. So Steve Jeltz, who wasn't any good. Juan Samuel.
Lenny Dykstra.
Yeah, that was a little bit later. But yeah, Lenny. Lenny's sober now, too.
Oh, great
Good for Lenny.
Great for Lenny.
I'm sure his IQ's still below 70.
So
I wish for brains.
Honestly, it would have been, I'm trying to think of a wild card. It would have been somebody from Mark Grace.
Griffey Jr.
Griffey Jr. is an easy one. Good call on that. Yeah, Griffey Jr. But like those Cubs teams I enjoyed. Sean Dunston, Ryan Sandberg. Jeez, man.
Screw him.
Andre Dawson.
The Hawk.
I enjoyed those Cubs teams, dude.
I liked them.
They were always on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
They
It was
were.
perfect.
On WGN.
WG.
And
hey, everybody.
Yeah, we didn't get WGN in Philly.
I got them all.
We got Superstation TBS, but WGN we didn't get in Philly.
I had a better TV situation back in 1989 than I do right now in 2026. And I mean that. For a third of the price, too, I would imagine.
Yeah. A third?
Right?
A tenth?
What do you think the cable...
I think I pay around $300 a month for internet and cable.
What was the cable bill in 89 and 90?
Not $100.
No way. It's like
$70.
Take the under on that.
All right.
I got to the bottom of the whole Livy Dunn thing. She was on FaceTime.
Gotcha.
FaceTime. So those Little Leaguers. Yeah, I would imagine that would have caused quite a stir as well.
But so it comes back to this real quick. Paul Skeens walks out in that field. It's got to be nauseating. He hears it all the time. Where's Livy at?
I don't know if it's that nauseating.
Well, you don't date her unless you want that.
Right. I mean, I'm cool if my
I'm stopping.
girlfriend's so beautiful that everyone's like, where's she at?
I'm stopping my car. I'm going to go hop out there and help out the Little Leaguers. And all I'm going to hear is, hey, Paul, where's Olivia at?
Right?
Where's Livy at?
Yeah, that's why you don't date her. I'm sure it is annoying.
She's hot, though.
Yeah. I'm not telling you. Like, you think that he would say, because he could choose not to be with her if it's that annoying.
That's true.
Which he's not doing. By the way, Sean, the average price nationwide for basic cable in 1989, Ray, what would your guess be?
$45.
I'm under that. I'm under 30. I'm going to say like $29.99.
$15.94.
Wow.
And if you wanted HBO, Cinemax, or Showtime, that would typically add another $10 to $13 for each one.
Ooh, that's why we didn't have HBO growing up.
So if you had HBO, you're looking at like $30, and then I'm sure you got nailed with taxes and service fees and things. So let's say $40 total for HBO and cable in 1989.
Tell you what, man.
Can we go back to those days?
Oh, I think we need to make America great again. I think that's what we need to do.
Yeah, you know what? I'm in. Can we do that with Club Hertz?
1989. That's where we need to go. Let's go.
All right, Ray. What's next?
Yeah, I'll follow that one up. Let's go back to the NFL. Florio's in my algorithm now after his shout out for you.
And I went and listened to. I listened to the podcast PFT Live. Yeah, Florio shouted me out, Sean. I don't know if you saw it. Yeah?
Did he? No, I did not.
Yeah.
Good.
Where did you hear it? Did someone send it to you, Ray?
No, I was just looking around, and then I saw he did a podcast on it. And I was like, oh, I wonder if he shouted us out in this podcast. And first thing of that podcast.
He did. He did a segment on how A.J. Brown didn't say that and how so many people are irresponsible. And he brought up some names of people that just ran with the Dove Kleeman. And he's like, everybody, Dove Kleeman's not an actual person. He sold the account 2 years ago. It was interesting. Anyway, what you got?
Anyway, so now that he's in my algorithm, everything he's talking about is popping up. And I want to say this is the saddest state of affairs I think you could be at as an NFL franchise. Because he's talking about the Cardinals with Devin McCourty and Jacoby Brissett holding out of offseason activities.
Hey, it's very simple. Brissett, if he's the starter, he needs a better contract. He didn't sign to be the starter. He signed to be the backup. He's got a backup contract. They're taking the guy from a job they signed him up for, and they're making him the starter. They've got to adjust his contract.
And I've talked to him throughout this whole process, and exactly what you said has been the key to all of our conversations.
Is there not a sadder state of affairs for a franchise when Jacoby Brissett's holding out because you're your starting quarterback? Like,
what's he making? Didn't he make like $12 million last year?
Something like that, because we were talking about how ridiculous it is to be a backup quarterback and get paid the way Jacoby Brissett is. And now he wants to hold out for a bigger contract, which good for him. Hold out for that contract when you're starting quarterback. But imagine you're doing sports talk radio in Arizona and your conversation is right now Jacoby Brissett's holding out. Like, that's awful.
610-632-0975. What should the Cardinals do with Jacoby Brissett? You know what I would do? I'd say, okay, you're the backup, and I'll put anybody else in but you. What does it matter?
Carson Beck, I think, right?
I mean, find somebody. I don't care. They're not winning anything this year anyway. I know you don't want to be terrible.
They stink.
Yeah, they stink. I mean, what are we talking about here? Jacoby Brissett, listen, brother, I hear you. I don't know if, like, with the Eagles, what would the Eagles do? Would they give him, they would probably bump him up because he was a starter? I don't know.
Would they have gotten caught in this situation where Jacoby Brissett's their starting quarterback?
Yeah, this is what happens with loser franchises.
Look, at the end of the day, for the Arizona Cardinals, they got one goal and one goal only this year. It's to lose the most games. That's it. They have to find.
Let them stay out.
There you go. That's my point. Sorry.
Well, he's not going to hold out because you don't win if you hold out. You hold in.
Yeah, he's there.
Right.
3.5 is their win total. Jeez. Like,
I don't know if I can take the under of 3.5.
How do you? That might just be a show sheet deal. How do you even show face as a Arizona Cardinal fan if your team has a 3.5 win total? Oof.
Eagles fans will take over that place come in December.
But is that when it is? December?
Yeah. Yep, December 6th.
Because all like the fan travel groups they'll have a ton of inventory on tickets, and they won't be expensive.
Nope.
That's a good trip. Phoenix, good city.
Scottsdale.
Stay in Scottsdale.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
My buddy wants to do that for his bachelor party this fall.
When in December?
December 6th.
Ray.
Maybe that's the trip we want to take.
Don't look at me twice. I'm in.
Over Chicago?
I'm good with it. I mean, I was going to have to figure that out anyway, so.
Yeah, December works better for me than September.
Okay.
But I'm in for Chicago and Arizona if you really want to get froggy.
Okay.
All
right.
Hopefully my wife ain't listening.
All right, last one for you here. Talking about cities we want to go to, how about cities you don't want to go to? LeBron James made waves about a month ago, and he was saying they should just move the Memphis Grizzlies to Nashville because there's nothing to do in Memphis. He hates Memphis and is just totally out on the experience of going there. Not the only city that he's out on. He believes the Knicks won 2 games in San Antonio because they were in San Antonio.
I can only imagine if game 1 started at Madison Square Garden. People asking for tickets. People want to be in there. The fans, all that.
City's on fire.
Yeah, the city's on fire. And it's going to be on fire for game 3. We know that. But I think just them having a level of being in San Antonio. I mean, San Antonio, we focus on basketball. Yeah. You ain't doing in San Antonio. Yeah. Nothing at all. Nothing. Yeah. And I mean nothing.
You know, not getting on the Riverwalk?
Man, hell no. You get on the Riverwalk, around and fall in the water.
Now, I want to issue a counter argument to this one.
Okay.
You haven't done San Antonio right then.
Ooh.
I will tell you, one of the most impressive feats of my life.
Here we go.
And it's not something that I've done. It's something I witnessed.
You peed on the Alamo?
No, I did not.
Oh.
In the basement?
I did remember the Alamo, though.
Gotcha.
We went, we saw it. and haven't forgotten any of it since. We were out in San Antonio at one of the clubs just like beyond the Riverwalk. This man walked in with 3 of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. And for about 45 minutes, I sat there trying to figure out which of the women he was with. And I ended up walking out of that experience believing he was with all 3 women.
Okay.
That was the most impressive feat for a guy who walked in successfully, was navigating all 3 of them, and walked out with all 3 of them. Not a single guy that went up to those women showed any attention to.
Well, it's because
they all showed attention to that guy.
Because it's San Antonio.
No, it's because the price wasn't met, right? Let's be honest.
It did not look like that type of guy.
Well,
I'll be honest with you. I feel like I'd be able to pick out that type of guy.
Yeah, I mean, not all pimps come across like, the stereotypical
I'm not telling you
pimp.
I expected a cane and a hat.
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, walks in with 3 ladies. Yeah, the price is right.
Typically, they drive big SUV cars with tinted windows.
Yeah, that was not what happened.
No?
Well, good for that guy. And
Also totally ruined the whole Charles Barkley thing for me.
No,
because it was not his description of San Antonio.
So your counter to LeBron is you were in San Antonio and you saw some guy with 3 beautiful women?
Well, I heard San Antonio have big old women, and he's saying there's nothing to do there. I had a great time bouncing around down the Riverwalk.
Yeah, but LeBron James can't do that.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, he can't do anything.
That's the thing.
What can LeBron James do without being bothered?
I mean, obviously he can do things in other cities, which is why he's ripping these other cities.
If he keeps ripping every city.
Yeah, I'm not trying to defend him, but
you're right about the Memphis deal is that, like, he can't get, out and about in Memphis because Memphis is a real city. Memphis, you take a wrong turn, it could be, a bad spot for you, and it's not a big city. So he can't enjoy the nightlife. Those players can't enjoy the nightlife in Memphis. I think that's part of the conversation, but no one really brings it up. Anyway, San Antonio, there's nothing to do. It's San Antonio. I've been hearing about this Riverwalk for decades now.
Close is too early. I'll give him that.
It's San Antonio.
Close.
Like 10, 10:30.
Yeah, it's San Antonio.
Well, the Riverwalk, because it's residential there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So you got to go off the Riverwalk, go up a couple blocks, and then you find.
So what Ray's telling you is that unlike LeBron, Ray would be willing to take a job as an athlete, as a play-by-play guy.
I would enjoy a nice road trip to San Antonio.
Yeah, but that's what he's saying is that he wouldn't play there because of it.
He's saying there's nothing to do there.
Right.
I'd say you can find a good time.
Okay, but if he was to this is about where he would play.
No, this is about the fact that Knicks aren't distracted on the trip to San Antonio.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can get down with that.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in New York City, again, even for today. Now, the vibes might have been off in Game 3, and they were. But all in all, it was the fact that San Antonio was able to put up a fight.
There he is doing this political commentary against Sean Reyes.
Well, hey, how about Lutnick? I'll blame Lutnick before anybody else. That guy's a loser, stone cold loser. Every game he goes to, that team loses.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we got Lutnick on top of it. But, you can go down Stiller. You can name all these celebs that we continue to be, shoved down our throats with. But I think the vibes were off in Game 3. But at the end of the day, it's about what takes place on the court. And you have 2 really good teams. And San Antonio just made more shots down the stretch. They played a little bit more physical. And I thought, for the most part, you got a little luck with the whistles, right?
Sure.
Refs are playing a huge part in this.
Yep.
Because that's my big issue when it comes to Wemby. Dude, if you're not physical with Wemby, good luck.
Yeah.
And Brunson, when he got shoved, he had a handful of jersey on Wemby. He was holding him there. That's why Wemby shoved him off. You didn't see that. Wemby's the worst guy in the world. I get it. I mean, he's got a little.
Yeah, I like the physical play. I like that
you
stuff.
You have to play physical.
We're in the finals, man. I like that stuff. You need that. I like a guy with an edge. He's got edge, man. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so earlier in the show, I gave my top Eagles wide receiver list, and so did ChatGPT. Mike is calling from Nicetown. He has his top receivers. Mike, how are you, buddy? What's going on?
Man, what's going on with y'all, man? What's wrong with y'all?
What are you talking about?
Hi, Mike.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's wrong with y'all, man?
What do you mean?
Regarding what?
There's no way T.O. is a top 5 Eagles receiver. Let's not confuse his Hall of Fame career with his Eagles career. He is not ahead of A.J., and I would argue Barnett, Arkansas Fred, is actually ahead of him as an Eagle.
Yeah.
Let's not confuse the two.
Yeah, but even if he played 1 year, that 1 year was so spectacular. He didn't even play a full year. He got hurt. that 1 year that took him to the Super Bowl is worth more than Fred Barnett as an Eagle. Now, Fred Barnett's an Eagle. I'm not trying to take away from Fred Barnett, but Fred Barnett was an above average at best wide receiver.
Okay, well, using that argument right there, that means it's not even close to AJ's career.
Who? T.O.?
Yes, T.O.
Absolutely is.
It is not.
T.O.'s
not when
T.O.
he didn't play-
When you think about an Eagle wide receiver, I think about T.O. before I think about A.J. Brown.
Come on, man.
That's
Stop.
fair.
Okay.
No, it's
All
not.
right. So let's.
It's not.
Hang on a second.
That's not-
You give me your list then. Okay. What's your list?
Harold.
Okay.
Quick.
Yep.
Sean. AJ. Djax.
T05.
Oh well, I'm in no particular order.
Okay.
I'm spitballing.
Okay. Tommy McDonald, Hall of Famer.
I'll preface this with players I've seen.
Okay.
I've never seen.
Okay. All right.
And you know, we could go by other people's opinions on Tommy McDonald or whatever. I'm not. Now you mentioned Irvin Fryer. I would put Irvin Fryer in there.
Mike, we're up against it. Irving did not have a long Eagle career. He had one of the best careers of an Eagle wide receiver when he had it. I believe 1997. I love it. Listen, Irvin Fryer was a good player, really good player.
Irv
does not belong on a top 5 list.
What did J.J. Redick say those players played against plumbers?
Yeah, plumbers, mailmen.
I
think that was the.
Tommy McDonald played against plumbers and mailmen, John.
Might have.
Come on. I kid. I got respect for the old time.
Coming up at 1 o'clock, a brand new segment. I'm putting somebody on the hot seat. Because, we got to put people on the hot seat, I'm told.
Uh-oh.
In Philadelphia Sports Radio. So I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it, baby.
How can you concoct that? That's just insane.
I'm putting somebody on the hot seat today, Ray, and we even have an open for it. Also coming up next, Lane Johnson spoke about how he reacted to Jeff Stoutland's departure and is flirting with retirement. Lane spoke yesterday. We bring it to you coming up next. Middays with the Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5, The Fanatic Sports Update.
End of the road for OTAs. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update, and the Eagles are getting close to the end of OTAs with the closing up of mandatory minicamp today. That will lead to a 6-week time in which they are off ahead of training camp coming up later on this summer. We got a chance to hear from a couple of players and head coach Nick Sirianni, who talked about the trade of A.J. Brown.
Done a lot of good things with AJ here, 2 times in the Super Bowl. I think he was All-Pro multiple times, Pro Bowl multiple times, and so I would say it was a good run.
As for what happened on the field with the guys actually still on the Eagles, Dave Zangaro joined us earlier to talk about that. You can listen back to that interview on our website, the Fanatic app, or our YouTube channel. Phillies lost 3-2 last night. A walk-off by the Blue Jays in that one. John Duran blew his first save of the season. Now Jesus Luzardo versus Max Scherzer on the mound tonight as the Phillies look to win the series up north. Hurricanes tied the Stanley Cup up at 2 games apiece with a 5-3 win last night. Knicks Spurs, game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight, 8:30. You can listen to it here on the Fanatic. This update is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes, better people through sports. Info, positivecoach.org. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Coming up tomorrow, live from Ben Salem. It is our big broadcast at the Bet Parks Sportsbook. As Sean and all the soccer fans out there get ready for the it starts tomorrow. The World Cup starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually tomorrow.
2 games. Mexico.
Is that what it is?
Mexico at 3 o'clock. I'm all World Cup'd up, John.
Tomorrow, 10 to 2, kick off the Bet Park Summer Soccer Fest and catch every World Soccer match live in their state-of-the-art sportsbook and bet on it. It's the ultimate viewing experience at Parks Casino. The sportsbook at Parks Casino is amazing. It really is great.
It's the best in all the huge area. Like I had Delaware Valley, take it down to Delaware, take it down to it's the best.
Yep. Must be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. We'll be there from 10 A to 2 P. And ladies, keep your underwear on. Ray will not be there tomorrow.
Oh.
He has to stay back here.
How about that?
Yep. So, don't.
Well, you could.
No, you can't give us. No. Give to Ray?
I'm going to have no, I'll pass on that. But I'm going to have a Yankee Doodle outfit on, so, they might want to pull him off.
I talked to Maniac Malloy. He also has some type of a costume that he might be wearing.
Of course he does.
Yep. All right. By the way, in other World Cup news, according to Tony Perrone of our administrative staff, City Avenue District's installing a very large World Cup statue outside One Ballot Plaza Center lobby.
Okay.
This week. I don't know why, but...
Do you have more information on what it is?
No.
Because I think I do.
It says, see attached flyer for more details, but I don't see an attached flyer.
Yeah, click that attached flyer and you'll get a kick out of it.
I can't.
All right, so
no attached flyer.
The attached?
Oh, okay, the PDF. Got it.
All right, you got it?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Looks like a Jack in the Box.
It's a crank.
With a soccer ball in it.
It's a crank, so it's a goal-scoring horn. So that is literally on the outside of this building for the next month.
World Cup theme music, if you hit the crank. Outdoor photo opportunity. Oh, Ray.
This is great.
Solar powered. It's sustainable, innovative, and eco-friendly.
It's great. Now, when I was with the Wings, I had a goal sounder crank like that, right?
Okay.
And they took it away from me after the first year because apparently it was Gritty's.
And Gritty got mad?
And Gritty was like, nah, I'm not sharing my toys.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you're watering it down.
Well, I mean, I'm not dressed up in orange, right? I'm not Gritty.
Right. All right.
Not yet.
Well, I mean, it seems like, this
Makes
is
good money.
This is a photo op.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great
I can't wait to, and how big is big?
It's
like
not
very large?
No, I wouldn't say it's, well, again, I don't.
This is what the person, because Tony didn't write this, she just copy and pasted it from the people at the building. Very large World Cup statue. Well, if you crank it, it can't be that big.
Correct. But if you're telling me that there's a whole photographical scene behind it where you could take some pictures, then it's got to be like a whole setup.
Right.
Which is cool. Look, dude, we got the World Cup in our city.
Pretty cool.
I get it. Like, there's a lot going on in this world, especially with our country, that is taking a little bit, and just realness, right? Not political talk. Things are expensive.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's just everything is all lumped up, and it's tough for us to really get fired up, not from a patriotic standpoint, just from a standpoint of like, I want to go out and spend money, and I want to do this and be involved. Dude, it's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy how much these tickets are costing and how much it's going to cost to get to a game. But we have the World Cup in our city, man. It's huge.
That's cool. All right. Lane Johnson spoke. Is this the first time we heard from Lane since, I guess if he's talking about Stoutland, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lane was made available to the media yesterday, and he's talking about the reaction to Stoutland departing.
It was a shocking ordeal for me, but after being in the league all these years, you can kind of see when things aren't going the way that we want to. But it's for me, it's just I'm trying to learn a new offense and do the best I can with that. But yeah, as far as replacing Stout, it's gonna be hard to replace that kind of guy in my life, being the mentor and just my coach all these years. But with how our system is now, there's a lot to learn. I really like Coach Cooper a lot, and so I think. Hopefully our offense won't be as stagnant as what it was last year. We'll be able to evolve some.
Yeah, all the guys that have been here, Jeff Stoutland's like a father to them.
Yeah.
Was it NFL Network that did the Stoutland, what was it called? The Hungry Dogs Run Faster or whatever. And he's crying, they're crying, his wife's crying. It was like these guys, it's a real relationship. This is a relationship that goes beyond football. And that's what it's about. but Lane's also saying he's been in this league a long time. He understands the business of it. So you know what you got to do? You got a new coach. You got a new system. You got to learn all of it. And he will. He'll be good. Lane Johnson is now how old? 35, 36?
He was in Chip Kelly's first year, 2013.
2013, yes. Lane Johnson. I know he's 35 or 36. He's getting up there a little bit.
Sure.
He is 36. Just turned 36 in May. So he'll play all this year at 36.
Well, that's one of the cool things about this whole new Mannion scheme is everything's changing from how they operate in the offensive line, how they protect Jalen Hurts, how they open up holes for Saquon. It's like from Zangaro's perspective. If I was down at those practices, you'd have a new pep in your step, right? Like
Something
this
new.
is not anything of what we've seen in years past. This is something new right now.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, Dave Zangaro following Club Hurts.
No.
Following Club Hurts on Instagram. Yes, indeed. Make sure you follow out there, people. The hottest club in the Delaware Valley. Check that coast to coast. Club Hurts. Memberships available. Just got to go ahead and hit us up on Instagram or email clubhurts1@gmail.com.
Is it the main thing? Is it a good club?
It's a great club, John.
We have a good club.
It's the club. You tell me a better club in Philadelphia right now.
There you go. I can't. Well, I'm not in the club. But
Mike Ganzi's club is pretty good, though.
The Mike Ganzi club.
A lot of good feedback on that.
Yep, that was a good one.
Yep.
All right. Lane Johnson plays how many more years?
2.
I agree. At least 2. I don't think that I'm not going into this year saying this is Lane Johnson's last year.
If he gets hurt this year, I think he hangs it up.
So if he gets hurt or the team's not good. But if the team's not good, does he want to go out like that?
Well, what's the contract? What's the
He's making a lot of money.
I was going to say, he can't be walking away from $20+ million guaranteed.
I think he's making 30+.
All right, so 2 years from he's not walking away if he's making that. Like if that's on the bottom, like if that's not in the fine print, if that's literally the number he's getting for playing, then he's
So it says the new contract was 1 for 25. So it's $25 million guaranteed. With him, how many times has his contract been renegotiated with roster bonuses and things like that? That's what they do with players that they know he's not going anywhere.
Sure.
Annual tradition. We'll
Right.
get it at the end of August.
Yeah, for sure. So he's under contract next year. It's not a big cap hit. I mean, as long as he can play and he can play at a high level, not even saying the best right tackle in football, because like at some point you have to say maybe he can't be that guy. Maybe he can. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
But I don't see Lane going anywhere. 2 years minimum, and then see what happened from there.
Yeah, this is like Greek to me, just trying to read his contract.
Well, it's tough because it's been ripped up so many times, and
his base is 1.5. There's no signing.
But if you look at the void years, he's got 5 void years all the way to 2033. That's how they manipulate the cap and they sign everybody.
You the man.
And then they just give him a roster bonus, so they'll give him like $30 million up front, and then that's his, like he doesn't get paid.
Yep.
That big number going forward, and they put all the void years and everything.
I just think it's extremely difficult to walk away $20+ million. So, but 2 years, we're in agreement there. And hopefully that is the case because he's great at what he does.
All right, coming up, Phillies. Tough loss last night. Duran loses a perfect season. We'll break it down, and Phillies all-star picks are coming up next as well. I've been reading about, it might come down to Bryce Harper or Freddie Freeman making the all-star team. Freddie Freeman.
I guess we only find out if he becomes elite or he continues to be good.
All right, that's coming up. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, but first, Sean Brace here for DraftKings Sportsbook. Listen up, people. DraftKings Sportsbook. It's live in all 50 states. Yes, that evens means us right here in Pennsylvania. The whole world is watching one tournament right now, and it gets started tomorrow. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time, heartbreaks. You know what the World Cup has to offer. DraftKings Sportsbook app is now live, as I said, in PA. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. That's DraftKings Sportsbook. USA and Paraguay going head-to-head on Friday night at 9 p.m. I think I might go ahead and head up to Bet Park Sportsbook to catch that game. Anyways, USA, I'm loving them in the opener and to advance in the group stage. So go ahead and fire at DraftKings Sportsbook. And new customers, listen up. Use promo code Fanatic and spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code Fanatic in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem, enter gambler 21 plus. Pennsylvania only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio limited time offer.
Following Club Hurts.
Club Hurts on Instagram.
Yep.
But that does not make you an official member. You have to email.
Oh, it doesn't?
You can follow along.
Okay.
But if you want to be a part of the club, you want to be in the club, you got to email clubhurts1, the number one, at gmail.com. Now, with that, you will get a reply, and it will tell you how to pledge your allegiance to make this club, and we'll send you an official graphic that you could post on your socials that you will say, I am a honorary member for Club Hertz. But we also have some other things, some exclusive prizes coming your way, some VIP treatment. Again, the Tush Push Champagne Room, it's always going down there.
VIP treatment. Now, if you want to join my club, it's the Objective Club Hertz, where I'm not. It's you know what the Objective Club Hertz is? Following on Instagram, but not doing what I need to do. So that's Objective Club Hertz.
Okay,
I'm supporting you. I think it's a great idea, and I believe Jalen does need some advocacy. Seriously, you're a huge advocate for him.
He was the worst guy in the world this past.
Well, according to his teammates,
keep the main thing the main thing.
They said I was a diva.
Anyway, so the Gmail address is clubhertz1@gmail.com.
That's correct.
Or just follow on Instagram. You should follow on Instagram. Not a Facebook page, Joe, that
Not yet.
LinkedIn?
We'll have it all go.
Okay. You and Petrilli are working very hard.
Yeah. He's in the car. We need to hear from Israel. Israel, if you're out there.
Elkins Park.
All right, we need to hear from you because you are absolutely one of the honorary members from the jump.
Also, if there's other people that want to just send in the voice memos talking about wanting to be a part of Club Hertz.
I like it.
That's our Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975.
Yeah.
There you go, Club Hertz.
And if you have any ideas, we always spitball.
Yeah, listen.
We're always open to it.
Last night, Phillies had the lead going into the ninth inning. I had a busy night last night because I didn't get home to nearly 9 o'clock, so I didn't catch any of the good stuff. I caught Duran blowing the save.
Yeah, Stotts double in the ninth. Was it a double? I think it was a double. That was great.
Clutch it.
I want to say this though. I didn't, and they're not. They're doing their job. You know where I'm going. Tom McCarthy, really set that up on a tee because I think it was something along the lines of he's had 16 straight starts this season, the most in Phillies history to start a save in a season. Papelbon did it twice at 17. So he set the table multiple times, and I'm like, oh, man, I feel like the announcer jinx is happening right here, right now.
You know when that always happens?
And it did.
It happens in the NFL when the announcer's doing it. And Zendejas has not missed a field goal since last December. That's 35 in a row as he sets up here, and it's like, oh my God, you're hoping he gets it. He gets it wide right. Doink, and he misses it every time. Or the free throw. He's hit 25 free throws in a row. That's the longest streak in the NBA, and he missed.
Yeah, McCarthy set that up, and he did it multiple times. Again, doing
we'll
his
have to bring Tom
job.
on to hold him accountable.
He probably did it 16, did it in 15, and Ron was able to make it happen. But this time he did not. And I will also say this:
at least he didn't get an out.
It was
pretty much over.
It was quick.
Bing, bang, boom, game over.
It was a base hit. Next thing, that guy, another base hit. The guy's on second and third, I want to say. It just happened real
Wild
fast.
pitch.
And it honestly made me think of how great he's been in that closer spot because of how difficult it is to hold a one-run lead. So, because it's so easy, you can blow it. Like a base hit here, a walk there, and next thing you know, anything can happen with no outs. But he's been great, except for last night.
Yep. So, not a great offensive performance. But again, Dylan Cease is a really good starting pitcher. So, these are going to happen. We've seen this team do this for years. Good starting pitcher, offense isn't as good. Guess what? That happens with all teams in Major League Baseball. But anyway, Phil's they're back at it, 36-31 now on the season. Ray, you had some all-star thoughts. Are we picking our all-stars for the Phillies?
Yeah.
Who's making it? I've been reading a lot about it as it's coming up here in about a month.
Feels like Marsh has to be there. Schwarber has to be there. Sanchez could be the guy that starts the game.
Correct? Duran?
Yes.
Those feel like the four that are locked and loaded. If they don't end up making the All-Star team. Now, Duran missed some time, but I still would be shocked if he didn't make it.
Bryce Harper?
Would think.
Average is down to 263, though. I don't know what Freddie Freeman's average is, but I was looking through. It might have been Schnoenfield on ESPN.com was predicting or projecting who makes the All-Star team. And one of the things was, they're not going to start. Freddie Freeman he's made the All-Star team, I think, 7 straight times. But do you go with Bryce Harper because it's in Philadelphia? And I think you do. But he also can't be hitting 240 or 250 unless he's having an incredible amount of home runs. And Bryce had a good year so far.
Yeah, last time that Freddie Freeman missed an All-Star game or an All-Star game was played was 2017.
Yeah, so predictions from it, and was it? Yeah, it was Snow and Field. National League, Matt Olson starts at first base.
Yeah, Matt Olson's having a hell of a year. 271, 19 homers,
He's
50 RBI, 903 OPS.
He's the starter. Otani is your starting DH, not Schwarber, because it's hard to who's starting over Otani. Otani also makes it as a pitcher. A lot of people are saying. How about that? So maybe that gives you an extra roster spot because he's pitching and DHing.
Harper, higher OPS, more home runs than Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Like I'm in on the. I get where my bias is, but I'm in on Harper being in.
He does not have Marsh making the team.
Really?
That's outrageous.
Who's he got in the outfield?
Not watching the
Pete
game.
Crow Armstrong. You got to have one Cub representative, right?
Yep.
Soto, Jordan Walker from St. Louis, and then they're your reserves. I wanted to see who was Corbin Carroll, James Wood.
Okay, maybe that's the stuff in the ballot boxes. Maybe that's kind of what Phillies fans have to do for Marsh.
What I'm doing right now is I am on MLB.com/All-Star Ballot, and I am voting as we sit here. This is my first time voting. So that's what we need to do. We got to stand by our men here. All right?
Yeah, Marsh deserves it. I think he makes the.
He's appointment television. He's the hottest player on the Phillies team for the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. So he says we can't have an All-Star game in Philadelphia without Harper. It's either him or Freddie Freeman. Yeah, that's. But let's give Harper the hometown nod. Well, there you go.
Freddie would understand.
Chris Sanchez, Zach Wheeler makes his pitching list.
Should.
He should. I didn't know if the missed time was going to come back to get him.
He's been good.
If you had to guess, number of times Bryce Harper's been All-Star as a Philly?
Once. Or none.
Twice.
Okay.
But yeah, still less than you would think. Injuries, all that stuff.
But like some of those seasons, he didn't have great first halves, and then he picked it up in the second half. The injury is also a component to it. All right, there you go. Now, as far as Sanchez starting, they have the starter as the Miz. But again, being that you're in Philly, I think, would the Miz understand? Well, he still wants to start in the All-Star game, but still, doesn't it make more sense? If Sanchez keeps doing what he's doing, come on, man.
Yeah.
The hometown team. Now, if he comes out and he pitches the second or the third inning, okay. But Sanchez absolutely deserves it.
That sends some waves throughout the course of MLB and sets a little bit of a precedent, too, as well. And I think it's already been set as far as the hometown team getting the starter, if you can.
If you can.
Yeah, Miz would absolutely gain a ton if he said, yo, Sanchez is starting. Sanchez has been balling. Yeah.
Yep. All right. There you go. Coming up. So, Sean, I'm told that we need to put people in the hot seat. Right?
Is it me? Am I in the hot seat?
You're not in the hot seat.
Wow.
No, and you're right. It could be. It doesn't have to be athletes.
It's Ray. Ray's in the hot seat.
Nope.
Wow.
Ray's not in the hot seat. It is an athlete, and it's a very popular and
Ricky Bo is in the hot seat.
And Ricky Bo's no longer an athlete.
You suck.
I am putting Saquon Barkley in the hot seat.
Ooh.
And I'll explain coming up right after this. Middays of Marks, 97.5, The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
OTAs come to an end. I'm Ray Dunn for this Fanatic Sports Update. Last day of mandatory minicamp for the Eagles today. We'll hear from a number of players later on this afternoon. Yesterday, got a chance to hear from Nick Sirianni for the first time since the A.J. Brown trade. Talked about the run that A.J. had here.
Done a lot of good things with AJ here. 2 times in the Super Bowl. I think he was All-Pro multiple times, Pro Bowl multiple times, and so I would say it was a good run.
And now looking past that run to what's going on the field for the Eagles, Dave Zangaro of NBC Sports Philadelphia joined us earlier on in the show. You can listen back to that conversation on our website, our app, or our YouTube channel. Phillies lost 3-2 last night. Blue Jays walked it off. John Rahn blew his first save of the season. Now Jesus Luzardo, Max Scherzer, the matchup on the mound tonight. as the Phillies look to win a series up in Canada. Hurricanes tied the Stanley Cup Finals up at 2 games apiece with a 5-3 win last night. Game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight between the Knicks and the Spurs at Madison Square Garden. That game's at 8:30. You can catch it right here on the Fanatic. This update's brought to you by True Green. Get 50% off lawn care this summer with True Green's biggest sale of the year. Sign up at truegreen.com by June 23rd and take your weekends back. Restrictions apply. See site for details. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
All right, we're back. Middays with Marks, John Marks, Sean Brace, Ray Dunn. Tomorrow we're live at Bet Park Sportsbook inside Parks Casino. And actually, I think we have breaking news regarding the broadcast. Ray, what do we have?
I'll be there.
Ray Dunn will be there.
Hey, Ray.
How did this happen? We thought that it was over.
Yeah, we thought it was over as well back here. I had started to make my plans to just wander in here whenever tomorrow and just have everything ready by the time I got in. And sure enough, Matt Bernard was like, no, Ray. You go. You go to Parks Casino. People want to see you there. I'll run the board for you.
That's true.
How about that? What a team player.
Wow, thank you, Matt Minark. Now, Ray seemed like he just wanted to roll in here and not go to Parks Casino tomorrow. But now, so the ladies that were going to show up before that were like, oh, I can't go now because Ray's not going to be there. I hope they're still listening.
I'm sure the line will be out the door, Johnny Marks. Can't wait.
Getting those DMs, ladies. Getting those DMs.
DM dating with Ray. I mean, you don't even need to DM Ray. Show up tomorrow.
Or you could DM me and I'll just go ahead and be the middleman.
That would be better.
Yeah. I'm the middleman.
Well, that's going to be DM dating with Ray. We're the middleman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that sounds
Exactly.
terrible. That's awful.
Yeah.
That's a disaster.
Well, we didn't make you do the. Originally, my first idea for Ray was Gay Ray for a Day, where Ray went to the Pride Parade and asked sports trivia questions. but it was this weekend. It was Sunday night, I think.
And it got a little out of control down there.
Did
So
it really?
luckily we didn't send Ray down.
Did it really?
Yes. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. People are crazy across the board.
Well, I know people are. Everybody's crazy.
Everybody's crazy.
This world's crazy.
The world is crazy.
All right, there you go. So, I mean, Ray will be on location tomorrow with us, Sean.
Gay Ray for a day?
Gay Ray just for a day.
Huh.
Yeah, he dresses up like he's going to the Pride Parade.
Did that get signed up?
I didn't. See, Sean, I've done this long enough to know not to ask for permission. To beg for forgiveness later.
Well, I did see that they had the parade down to Parkway, which was the first time.
Sure it was.
And it was jammed up. So shout out to them. What, it used to go down the Neighborhood, I guess?
Yeah,
All those
I
roads?
think it's the first time it's been on the Parkway.
Yeah, it was the first time on the Parkway. I know that.
Yeah, I think it was just in like 13th Street in that area.
Oh, yeah.
So I envision Ray going down with a cameraman and like he's asking, he's in the getup.
I would have watched it.
Me too.
He does a great man on the street.
That was my point.
It would have been even better if he had butterfly wings on
what I'm saying.
and he was asking those questions. Oh, my God. I would have absolutely
Short
watched.
shorts with high socks.
Love it.
Maybe a pair of roller skates.
What's up, guys? I'm Ray. Hey, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
I love it. No,
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, it was, but there's always next year.
Yes.
We hope. With that
Yeah,
being
really.
said, I think that the dating Ray, what was it one more time? The DMs, right?
DM dating with Ray.
Yeah, I think I think we got something there.
That's a late July, early August
Yes.
bit.
Yes, that's where my mind is going. Little end of summer bash. Think about it. He's on stage. We're selling him to like two girls that are blindfolded, right? They can't.
Well, it's a combination of the dating game, love connection, and singled out, maybe.
I'm going to propose to the next woman I see so that this doesn't happen.
I like this.
Yeah, don't get a girlfriend until this
Yeah.
happens.
Oh,
We
I
can't
love this
cancel
whole,
it.
We're putting my life on hold for this.
Yeah. What, are you close to having a girlfriend?
No, I'm just saying. If I
Okay.
was by then, though. what
All
are we
right.
gonna
Are
do?
you currently dating anyone?
I'm not dating anyone.
There's a lot-
That's all I'm saying.
That was a lie.
There's a lot of them out there, Ray. Especially in the summer, too.
How about that?
Perfect time. Cuffing season right around the corner, as they say.
Cuffing season's nowhere close to happening. It's still the summer.
Yeah, I know. But in August, when we have the in the summer bash,
I
and we got to sell Ray to the ladies.
That's
out
when
there.
we do. That's when we have the end of the contest.
Correct.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we're spitting now.
All right, Ray. Let's lock it up. Let's do it right now. All right, there you go. So, new segment because I'm told that you have to put guys on the hot seat all the time. All right, so I have somebody to put on the hot seat. It can be sports, it can be not sports. But today I'm putting Saquon Barkley on the hot seat. Hit it, Ray.
Hot and so hot in here. So hot and oh.
Mix a little bit of
And a little.
let me ball out. All right, Saquon Barkley, welcome to the hot seat, my friend. All right, Saquon Barkley, instrumental in winning a Super Bowl, without a doubt, one of the best seasons I've seen. We talked about the T.O. season earlier in the show. The Saquon season might have been better. In fact, it was better because he stayed healthy for the entire season. You had the jump, the spin jump split, whatever the hell he did against the Jaguars.
I was there.
Were you at the game?
Oh my God, it's crazy. The whole team just went absolutely berserk. I didn't know what I saw. I looked at my boy Jance. I go, what did he just do? But the whole team went
Well,
berserk.
they had the camera on the sideline for the moment, and it was the same reaction.
Everybody just lost it.
Yeah.
That was the coolest part.
So Saquon Barkley, and actually I got the idea of him being on the hot seat. So Inside the Birds, we have Jeff Mosher on every Tuesday. He was on yesterday at 1 o'clock. And I was just on the site checking, because I'm looking for Eagles content. They do a little thing called Deal or No Deal. So several interesting contract decisions await the Philadelphia Eagles once the 2020 season concludes, 2026 season concludes. And they bring up Jalen Hurts, and they go through a couple players, including Saquon Barkley. This is Adam Kaplan. Says of the $16 million in cash, it's only guaranteed $2.5 million after this season. So it's only guaranteed after 2026, $2.5 million, which tells me is if he does not play well this season, it's hard to justify bringing him back. It's something we have to watch this season. So this is I don't want to say worst case scenario, but they're paying him to be a star running back, and we know how running backs are viewed in the NFL. Now, the Eagles and Howie Roseman have never shared that view. But if Saquon Barkley comes out this year and maybe he's injured, maybe he's not, he's more of the player that he was last year as opposed to 2024, I'm not even telling you it's likely. I'm just saying keep an eye on this. Because guess what? He's going to need a new contract because he only has $2.5 million guaranteed after this year. When you only have a little bit of guaranteed money left, players like Saquon Barkley get new contracts. So something to monitor, Saquon Barkley. If you don't have an above-average season this year, the Philadelphia Eagles could very easily walk away and decide we're not going to pay you that money. We're going to move on. So does this officially make him put him on the hot seat? Like, no, it's not that type of hot seat, but still.
Oh, stand on it.
He's gonna perform or he's gonna risk not being here.
I like it.
So Saquon Barkley, you are on the hot seat.
How about this? His number, very achievable. Over at 1,100 yards. It's 1,099. 1,900.
Is that it?
Yeah, 1,099
rushing yards.
Rushing yards. Sorry. Let's just say 1,100. That's it. That's how you cash, minus 110. Now, if you remember, as you pointed out, he goes for 2,024. Everybody was on the under. Everybody was on the under coming into last year. He only rushed for 1,100 yards. I think things went wrong. And for me, if Saquon doesn't get over this number, man, I don't know if we're having the team success that I think the Eagles are going to have. I really don't. Like, if he doesn't get over 1,100 yards,
I mean, wouldn't you say that's
bad?
Isn't that a telling line? Doesn't it seem too easy? Based on the season last year, he went over.
They nailed it last year. I will tell you that. I was very, very objective to that number, and there were plenty of people, including my guy Julian Edlow from DraftKings Sportsbook, with the national perspective. He's like, nope, he had all sorts of these metrics and these trends from previous rushers that went off the year before, and look, it all paid off because he didn't sniff the under-over. I think it was like 1,100 yards.
He didn't even come close.
Didn't come
It was
close.
like 1,450.
Yeah, it didn't come close.
When you look at 2,000-yard rushers the next year, without fail, they come down.
Bet against them.
Yeah,
every
bet
time.
against them.
Yep.
And it's hard, and no one wants to bet the under on Saquon Barkley, but that was the smart bet.
1,100 yards this year. I just say, like, if he does not get that number, A, he either gets hurt, or B, this team is 8 wins. I mean, you can win games without Saquon Barkley hitting that number, but I'm not going to put my neck on the line. I'll tell you right now that's scary if Saquon doesn't hit 1,100. Mark it, because this will be something we'll talk about in December. Hell, we'll know even sooner than that if he's going to come close to this number. But I'd be shocked if he doesn't rush for over 1,100 yards this year.
Now, wait a second.
Talk to me.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I would be.
Club Hurts general manager is saying that if we don't get 1,100 yards from the running back, it's an 8-win season?
Again,
you got him there.
No, he doesn't. Because you know why? As Coach Nick Lombardi said yesterday, if you're not
we
in,
all fertilize.
He didn't say that. What he said was that it takes a team. It takes a team to accomplish the goals of what they're trying to do here.
Agreed.
The offensive line. No, I'm serious with this. I'm serious. Yeah, this team is still built around the offensive line and Saquon Barkley. That doesn't change because of what took place last year. When they gave Saquon that contract, it was all based off of running the football first. That has to be the bread and butter.
All right, let me counter that. The over-under number is that's a number, right? That's an expectation of what odds makers think about Jalen Hurts, and them setting that number so low honestly makes you think he's going under 11. It seems too easy to take the over.
Again, Saquon Barkley at 1,100 yards, you're saying?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
1,100 rushing yards. Taking the over on that seems like it's too easy.
That's fair.
But you had just said that this team's still built on Saquon Barkley and the offensive line. Is it? You really expect Saquon Barkley? Who did I have yesterday? I asked Mosher yesterday. What's he going to be closer to this year? What we saw last year, what we saw in 2024, 2,000 yards or 1,400 yards, or 1,100 yards is what he had last year.
I'll take the over on 11.
Right, but he's closer to being an 1,100-yard rusher than a 2,000-yard rusher.
2,000 yards is 2,000 yards.
But the point is that they built their team around Saquon Barkley running for 2,000 yards. If you can't count on running for 2,000 yards, okay, If he had 1,400 yards,
Correct.
that's a damn good season out of a running back.
Well, let me put this into perspective. Last year, James Cook for the Buffalo Bills had a great season. He led the league in rushing with 1,621 yards.
Wow, really?
Think about that. So Saquon gives you – that's what I mean. 2,000 was 2,000. I would never sit here and say that he's closer to 2,000. No way. I still believe that Saquon Barkley is one of the better running backs in the game. And whether I'm wrong on this, TBD, I still believe in the offensive line. The offensive line looked bad last year. I know they were dealing with injuries. There was not.
They were bad last year.
Correct.
Just period.
So I am my bias, of course, my rooting interest. I want to see this team be successful, so maybe that's into the offensive line a little bit more. But I do think that everybody has been reading the newspaper clips, including Saquon and the offensive line. They have to be better.
For sure.
And they know.
No, the offensive line needs to be one of the top offensive lines in the league. If the Eagles are going to legitimately win a Super Bowl or be right there at the end of the year, the offensive line needs to be a top 5 offensive line. Let's say they need to be the best or anything like that. They can't be what they were last year. It's amazing they won 11 games last year. The quarterback play wasn't great throwing the ball. Their passing offense was bad. Saquon Barkley wasn't great. Their offensive line was banged up, and they won the division in 11 games. I don't know how they did it.
So, real quick on this, let me pull up DraftKings. I said James Cook led last year, so what's his number this year?
So they had the most rushing. He had the most rushing yards in football, and but it's still Josh Allen offense, right?
Correct.
But still, like the best thing that they did with Buffalo was they have a really good running back too, but they relied too much on Josh Allen before that. It was Josh Allen win.
Yeah.
And now they have a running back to do it. It didn't help.
No, it did not, because they need that number 1 wide receiver. It would have been nice if they got A.J. Brown, but regardless. 1249.5 for James Cook this year. That's his number.
Okay.
1249.
Ray, over on Saquon Barkley. Yards.
Absolutely.
Over.
Sign me up.
Boom.
Give me the over. It's why casinos make a ton of money. People
Yeah.
look at that like, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
come
but still,
on, that's a slam dunk.
How does he not get 1,100 yards? He's hurt.
He's hurt. The offensive line's hurt. Offense stinks.
Yeah, but that happened last year and he went over. Except the hurt part.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the bar is pretty low, it feels like, for that offensive line to last year's ability to run the football.
I guess a big question I would have for Sean Mannion in this year, will Saquon finally be getting the touchdowns he deserves? Nobody cares. We want to win games. He only had 7 touchdowns last year. He had 13 the year before. We know what takes place inside those 3 to 5 yards and, tush, push, Jalen Hurts, sneak, whatever. Does that change with Sean Mannion? Will Saquon Barkley now be somebody we should be looking at a little bit higher when it comes to the world of fantasy? Will he get double-digit touchdowns this year? He had 7 last year. He had 13 in the 2024 season.
They like to spread it around. I don't think for the fantasy aspect of it, I don't think that this offense helps. Because think about the Rams, all right? You don't even know what tight. You want a tight end on the Rams? You could have the 4th tight end getting a touchdown in a game.
Puka's Puka, though.
No, for sure. Oh, yeah.
So he's definitely the one guy. I read an article about the 13 personnel.
Are you a 13 guy?
Oh, you have to be in 2026.
So that is your offense? You run a lot of 13 personnel?
When I walk into a place, I don't say hi. I say, what's your thoughts on the 13 personnel?
I still like to run and shoot offense.
Oh, you're a run and shoot
Mouse
guy.
Davis,
Okay.
yep. He's the best.
Now, the thing is, you would think, like in a 13 personnel, like, the one wide receiver. But that one wide receiver in a 13 personnel is getting a ton of targets in all offenses across the league.
Devontae Adams had a ton of touchdowns last year, right? He had double-digit touchdowns. No, they have Matt Stafford who throws the ball a lot.
But I think Devontae Smith could be that guy that even gets more numbers than maybe what we're willing to put our neck out on.
He's a good – what's his number? Devontae Smith. That's a good over.
Yards or receptions?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Because I've been told that he's ready to take that next step, and I like Devontae a lot.
He looks bigger. He looked like he thickened up.
He's $175 now.
Yeah, he looks like he put on some muscle.
Put on some weight.
They don't make this easy for us to dig.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
So
here you go.
Look at
Devontae Smith. Regular season receiving yards over 1,000. 1,049.5. 1,049.5.
I mean, that feels like a lock, right?
It's got to be.
Without A.J. Brown? If he doesn't get the 1,050 yards, where are those yards coming from? Even if your passing offense isn't great, you're still going to have 3,500 to 4,000 passing yards in a season. It's going to come from somewhere. All right, Jalen Carter, I didn't hear this. So Nick Sirianni today speaking to the media was asked, what's the question? Do we have the question in it? Question, answer, it's about Jalen Carter. Here it is.
Fine. As he recovered from the shoulder surgery. You know, he's worked really hard to continue to get himself and to be the best position he can possibly be in to go into a training camp, and he's continuing to work with that.
Uh-oh. Huh. Am I allowed to read between the lines?
Yeah, I think that's what we should be doing.
I think there's some trouble here.
All right, let me hear it again. I want to hear it because I knew that there was something that he said was problematic, but let's
Fine. As he recovered from the shoulder surgery. You know, he's worked really hard to continue to get himself and to be the best position he can possibly be in to go into a training camp, and he's continuing to work with that.
There's contract negotiations going on. I think we're all in agreement there, right?
What did he say? What did he say?
So the question, he was asked whether or not he wasn't practicing due to the injury or the contract.
Okay, but that was I didn't hear that part.
And he offered kind of a non-answer, and then they followed up here with the shoulder, and that was the answer he got. He's worked really hard to put himself in a position to be ready to go. It's interesting to see whether or not it's contract or injury related. We're not going to know.
Sure seems like contract.
Yeah.
Which is happening all over the NFL right now. Christian Gonzalez up in New England is not practicing. He wants a contract. There's a number of high-profile players that are there because you don't hold out anymore. Or these are also like when they're voluntary, they don't show up. When they're mandatory, they'll show up and not practice. They don't put themselves out on the field. You know, I there's been numerous people that have said Jalen, if they were Jalen Hurts, they wouldn't be out there. He doesn't have any more guarantee. I mean, I disagree with that.
Let me tell you right now, Club Hurts would take a hit. Memberships would go down if our guy isn't out there. So thank God he is. Hey,
interesting.
Look, Jalix Hunt, his name was screamed about yesterday. Did you see what he was tearing up the field?
Yep.
Look, I have no issues, right? Like there's an absence. It's June.
Do you believe that they've floated the idea or had conversations about trading Jalen Carter?
Definitely. But I think they'd be stupid too. I think that's
well.
probably
We don't know. We don't know internally if he's a pain in the ass to deal with. We know he's extremely talented. Fangio loves him, but also didn't he come into camp out of shape last year? Right, like so.
What he said.
So that's something, and Fangio didn't mind saying that. And you're going to have to pay him $35 million a year. He's going to become, if not the highest defensive tackle in football, right there. And that's how you're going to have to pay him. After you pay Jordan Davis, you got a lot of people on this team that are making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And is he that type of wrecking ball? I think he needs to show it this year that he's that kind of wrecking ball. You can't just have the ability to do it or do it sometimes. I know he was banged up last year, but like Aaron Donald, I think Shefty thinks Aaron Donald's coming back to play this year, and I agree with him. Yep. He's going to come out of retirement and play. Aaron Donald wasn't a wrecking ball sometimes. He was a wrecking ball all the time. And that's what Jalen Carter needs to be, is more consistent. Hey, was last year a great year for Jalen Carter? Ray? No. That wasn't a $35 million a year.
He was hurt.
Yeah, no, I get it. He came, whatever happened last year. I need to see that. I need to see the opposite of that this year.
Well, he was an all-pro in 2024, so he was not that last year. We know that. We know what he's capable of. Look, I have no issues from both ways, both parts. He's not missing any games, and it's June, like I said. So that goes hand in hand with not missing any games. You got to figure this out because he is too important to this organization, to that defense, for him not to be out there. As good as Jalen Hunt can be, he's not Jalen Carter. So Jalen Carter, get him out in the field. I'm not worried about it right now, but there is absolutely no doubt in my mind this is a negotiation right now.
But so agreed. And we know that they're most likely, because didn't our Eagles insider report it back when those trade rumors came out? Didn't Bill Colarulo come out and say that expect an extension sooner than later? Well, sooner would have been a couple months ago, brother.
Uh-oh.
Just saying.
Mr. Source.
So maybe the sourceman can come in here and try to explain.
Well, I think the source needs to get back on his horn.
But a lot of people had, obviously the Eagles are working towards an extension, but they'd be done. A lot of times these things happen in training camp.
Yeah.
But
Tell you what, you think about it. Quinyon, Cooper, Jordan Davis, and you get Jalen locked up, like, man, that is just beautiful, right? That is just a home run with those four pieces.
Here's another thing it is. A lot of money.
Yeah, that too.
What's Quinyon making, 30?
Yeah,
What's Coop making?
Yeah.
25?
We're not into those discussions just yet. Man, Coop, you want to talk about a guy yoked up? He looks pretty big.
He's yoked up. He's got the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader that he's doing TikToks with.
Yeah,
See
he's
that?
been lifting her up a lot, I guess, this summer. Good for him.
I bet.
Yeah. In TikTok videos, people. In TikTok
They're in
videos.
love.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Now, who does she root for during the Cowboys-Eagles game? Is she a current Cowboy cheerleader?
Will she be in Seattle this summer?
I thought she was a current Cowboy cheerleader.
Is she going to be cheering in the Cowboys game against the Eagles while her boyfriend is playing?
That's a violation.
That's a conflict of interest.
Also, what about the business loss to the short points if he's spending his offseason somewhere else with her?
It hurts the local economy.
We'll get cardboard cutouts of Coop if that's needed.
Can we have a Coop lookalike that looks mildly like him?
I'm right here.
Can we get a fake hair wig?
Coop, a rat tail.
Yeah, how's the rat tail? Yeah,
I didn't shave today.
Yeah, it looks no, but I mean it is what it is. Looks terrible.
I might keep it.
It's kind of stalled.
I might keep it. That's the issue. Once it starts to grow, the fruit,
You would need to grow that for a year for it to really mean something.
Oh, dude, it's over my hat. Feel it? See it?
I
feel it.
Look at that.
But until you can kind of grip it with your thumb and your pointer finger, your forefinger, like it doesn't mean anything. You can't.
If I could stroke it, maybe braid it.
Coming up next, Giannis. Could it be on the move next season? Probably. The Athletic put out a story speculating on where. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Hey, Philly, if you want a picture of my rat tail, come out this Sunday, June 14th at Tradesman for a soccer block party in Center City for Modelo Match Nights. That's right. Join me from 4 to 6 p.m. as we catch all the soccer action, enjoy the match day atmosphere, and raise an ice-cold Modelo with all the fellow fans. Tradesmen's will be serving up $5 Modelo drafts all event long. We'll have exclusive Modelo and Fanatic giveaways throughout the afternoon. Plus, when you're there, you have a chance to enter to win an autographed jersey, poster, and John Paul's ball. This is an exclusive ball that everybody wants, courtesy of Modelo. Now, whether you're coming with friends or looking for the best place in Philly to watch the match, this is where you want to be. So I'll see you on Sunday, June 14th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Tradesman in Center City for Modelo Match Nights. For details and for future Modelo Match Nights, visit 975thefanatic.com. Modelo Match Nights presented by Modelo and 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
In the practice field, I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update, and the Eagles are out on the practice field today for their final day of mandatory minicamp. It was a 2-day camp, and it also signals the end of OTAs. The Eagles moving past off-season training activities. We got about 6 weeks between now and training camp, and now they get their summer break before everything starts to heat up for the season. We spoke earlier to NBC Sports Philadelphia's Dave Zangaro about everything going on with this team. Of course, the reaction to the end of the A.J. Brown era. You can listen back to that on our website, the Fanatic app, or our YouTube channel. Phillies lost 3-2 to the Blue Jays last night. Blue Jays walked it off. Joan Duran blew his first save of the season. Jesus Luzardo takes the mound tonight for the Phillies up in Toronto against Max Scherzer as they look to win the series. The Hurricanes tied up the Stanley Cup Finals at 2 games apiece with a 5-3 win last night over the Golden Knights. And the Knicks and Spurs match up a game for the NBA Finals tonight. That's an 8:30 start. You can listen to it right here on The Fanatic. This update is brought to you by AAA Tire and Auto Service. Save $50 on an air conditioning recharge. Your local AAA Tire and Auto Service offer includes a free electronic multi-point inspection of your vehicle. Terms apply. See store for details. Offer ends June 30th. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Joe Calarulo in here during the break. He was asking about Club Hertz. And he said, Marks, are you a member? And I said, no, dummy. We're an objective Club Hertz. He didn't even remember that I was in the club with him. I'm an objective Club Hertz, which is not affiliated with Club Hertz. At Club Hertz on Instagram.
It's the hottest club right now in the Delaware Valley.
Email clubhertz1@gmail.com. Sean started a club just for Jalen Hurts.
It's a good club.
Fans.
It's a great club, actually.
Super fans.
It's a winning club.
Ray, are you in it?
I mean, I'd like to be in it. I don't know if they were going to welcome me in it.
I don't know either.
Feels like I might be one of those people that at the door, they look at me and they're like, you know what? We're going to just keep the velvet rope here.
I would disagree. I would say they're very welcoming. There's not. Is there a lot of criteria that you need? I know that you said that there's kind of an initiation.
It's coming.
That you're going to need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, look, you got to pledge your allegiance. This isn't just a willy-nilly club here.
Okay.
This is a Super Bowl champion club. This is a two-time conference champion club we're talking about here.
Yeah, I can't be in that.
The issue is more, I feel like there might be a time that we're talking here and I say something and I just get tossed out of the club. So I don't know if I want to go through the process of initiation.
I think you're allowed to criticize in the club.
Yeah.
In season?
Well,
in season.
Yeah, that's September. We're a ways away.
I was going to say, you're telling me I got to do 3 more months of radio without criticizing the guy once?
Well, I mean, if he deserves to be criticized, I think that's why I'm not in Club Hertz, because objective Club Hertz criticizes when necessary.
Look, if you're not bored of winning and Victory Mondays, and as I said, competing at the highest of the highs, then this club's for you, right? But if you're bored, if you're one of these people that are like, I've seen this, I'm tired of winning all this time, and he's making the playoffs every year. Well, just old hat. Like, yeah, the club might not be for you. Club Hertz, though. Get involved at Club Hertz.
All right. 1 o'clock hour of the program brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Great teams stick together. So does great hair. Morgenstern Hair Restoration championship results. Visit morgensternhair.com, 610-831-HAIR. I'm told the commercial, you may see it very shortly on NBC Sports Philadelphia.
Let's go.
There we go.
Been watching a lot of NBC Sports Philadelphia these days.
All right.
Let's see that mug.
So, Ray, there's a story on Giannis next season being moved. First of all, he's being moved.
I hope.
Would we agree?
I hope.
I'd agree.
Where is he going? Honestly, there's got to be a team. There's got to be a good fit for him out there. I don't think you can just acquire Giannis and win. Not that he's still not a great player. The story about how he pretty much just showed up whenever he wanted to. Who was it that his teammate came out and said he pretty much just showed up whenever he wanted to and he didn't get fined? I'm out on that.
It's good to be an NBA superstar.
Man, I am so out on that. That doesn't work. You can't do that. You can't be the superstar MVP player and just not show up to stuff or show up whenever you want to.
But that's what he did in Milwaukee. Will he do that
with Doc?
Yeah. Will he do that with the Knicks? Will he do that with Golden State? Will he do that with San Antonio?
The Knicks shouldn't trade for him. Absolutely not. Knicks are up 2-1 in the finals. Why would you change that? Bring a guy in that swallows up a lot of oxygen in the locker room and shows up late? Nope.
Well, we talked about the New England Patriots. They got to the Super Bowl. Like, you got to do something different. You can't just run it back.
All right, fair enough.
No, I'm not making the case that the Knicks should do that. I would kick the tires on a conversation, though. It's Giannis. You know where I stand on Giannis. And especially if you get a motivated Giannis, if you go ahead and say, hey, what you did in Milwaukee, that stays there. Now you're joining our franchise. We need you to be the leader. We need more.
Well, it's like we were saying with Embiid. Now that Bob Myers comes in, whatever was going on before, that's then. This is now, and he has to change with the new people coming in.
Correct.
All right, so where's Giannis going there, Ray?
So they gave you the normal, the Heat are there, the Magic could be interested, the Cavs. But then the Athletics started this story, pondering, would you dip into the resources that the Oklahoma City Thunder have and put some sort of package together with Chet and draft picks to go after Giannis if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to. And there's been a lot of talk of they may need to make decisions on players because guys are going to start getting new contracts, and can they afford it? They're not in New York. They're not a Golden State. They're not a Lakers. Now you're going to bring in a guy that can sign a new contract for like $70 million a year. It just doesn't seem like a fit. They win without him.
All right. Can I interest you in another speculative idea from them?
You can.
Jaylen Brown had the most fun that he's ever had in a season where Jason Tatum was sidelined for a lot of it. If things really aren't all good up in Boston, would there be a package that the Celtics could put together to land Giannis Antetokounmpo?
It's been talked about a lot up there, and I think that it's very much real. Again, they're a championship organization that's already established, so if Giannis comes in, he has to be willing to, even though he's a champion, he can't come in and do whatever the hell he wants to do. Miami makes the most sense to me for Giannis just because he'll go down there and they'll win a round or two at most, and they'll lose.
Yep.
And he'll like it, and he'll like Pat Riley doesn't put up with BS, but like if you're getting Giannis and you're going to a certain team, they might put up with this BS to have him down there.
Question I would have, though, is San Antonio, because I think you can make the same argument from the Knicks' perspective, right? Like, why would you want to change that up? You're in the championship game. You're down 2-1. Could the Giannis end up in San Antonio be a good thing? I think it could be. I do. You got some young players. That's the second youngest team to ever make the NBA Finals. You go ahead and
I think part of the problem with like a lot of the trades that I'm seeing, it's like, oh, well, they have a bunch of draft picks, and man, you can't trade a bunch of draft picks for Giannis. Not unless you're getting high draft picks, potential lot. Like if you had a top 3 overall pick that you could actually say this is the top 3 pick, we'll give you this player, we'll give you another first round pick. That's different than, oh, well, they have 2 pick swaps and 2 first round draft picks and this caliber starting player. I'm not trading that for Giannis. You got to give me a real deal. And I'm not seeing any of those trades out there right now. I'm seeing a lot of pick swaps and first round draft picks, which I would have no interest. He'd be coming in starting the season with me next year. That's for sure. All right, there we go. What is this? Johan Rojas out for the season with a UCL tear?
Yeah.
Where was he playing?
He was getting ready. He was ramping up for baseball activities to return from his suspension.
And he tore a ligament in his elbow.
He felt discomfort in the elbow. They found a tear.
Ah.
So we'll see him in spring training 2027, according to the Phillies.
Yeah, I guess. For a non-pitcher, it's not that long of a rehab, right? I mean, do we really care?
Yeah, I mean, it was more, hey, wow, Johan Rojas.
All right, here's the question. If he wasn't suspended, would he have played games in the big league roster this year? Probably.
Yeah, because they got what's his name up right now.
Well, they had Dylan Moore starting on the team, playing on the team in the outfield.
Well, yeah, but the center fielder they brought up that I'm blanking on his name that played last night.
Oh, Baroa?
Baroa, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's where we're at. They did the whole, we're going to have a platoon out in left field. That didn't work out so much, so they brought up a 4th outfielder for the fielding purposes.
Right.
Yeah.
At least Rojas is a good center fielder with speed, and, he's not great at the plate. I mean, any way you look at it, it's not good.
No.
All right. YouTube chat recap. Give some picks on the game tonight. That's coming up next. Middays the Marks, 97.5. We're back. Middays. Marks. Sean Brace, Ray Dunn. Tomorrow we are live. And Ray's now coming. This is such a great development.
Hey, Ray.
I just said thank you to Matt Menarek and the Matt. Because Matt very easily could have just said, oh, I'm going to do my job tomorrow. Like maybe take a long lunch. What do I care?
Yeah.
But no, he's stepping in, running the board so Ray can come up to Bet Park Sportsbook inside Parks Casino in Ben Salem.
Now, I want to give all the credit in the world to Matt, but I think this comes back to Ray, John. People like Ray.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
They like Ray. You think somebody's stepping up going, you know what, Brace, I'm going to show up here so you get to go out and about. You think anybody's doing that for me?
No.
My wife wouldn't even do that for me.
Yeah.
My daughter won't even shave my back. Now, if Ray asked her to shave his back, I bet you my daughter would do it.
I would agree.
It's good to be Ray, man.
How about that? Yeah, I mean, it is annoying that everybody loves Ray and he gets no criticism. And he's portrayed on the YouTube chat recap to be this ladies' man that has all these women.
I mean, no criticism, I guess, outside of this program, right?
Okay, but so if you look on social media, you're going to find if Jesus had a social media account, he would get criticized.
No. I'm not saying people online.
At Jesus.
I'm saying amongst the three of us, I feel like there's a good amount of jokes between the two of us at each other's expense.
Oh, sure. No, we have fun.
We have fun here.
But I'm just saying, you're 26 years old. You're relatively new to the business. You're extremely hardworking and talented. I think you're obviously a star.
Hey, Ray.
But all right, and maybe eat a little bit of crap. You know what I'm saying, Sean?
Yeah, a little bit.
Sean, we rolled him down the art museum steps in a trash can.
Yeah.
What have you had to do?
Stripes, Ray. Stripes. I've earned them.
Yeah.
No, you look at the YouTube chat. It's always those two bozos. It's
Right.
never three. And group him with us.
That's why I don't look at the YouTube chat.
I did yesterday a little bit, and they missed me as usual. Yeah. Some of those dudes are a little out of control, but for the most part, it's PC.
I think that's what
it's
people
fun.
do. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun.
there's one.
We
guy-
appreciate it.
There's one guy that's a little over the top, and it's just like I don't know, man. Like why watch if you just want to completely rip us this whole time? I don't. It's weird.
Yeah, he rips us.
But okay, cool. Watch all you want. I don't know. Just weird. I would find other things to do with my time if I
would too.
If I really didn't like the show.
Well, I would say this person's obsessed with us if he's that critical but continues to watch.
It's okay to say, hey, they do a good show from time to time. It's okay to say that every once in a while, that you can throw us a little bone
and be nice.
Instead, we're just bozos, and how are we talking about this and that? But yet I watch you guys on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's pretty weird. But I like
it. It is weird. You're as weird as
you
hell.
suck.
Yep. All right. Well, come heckle Ray tomorrow at Parks Casino.
Yes. And I will be in my Yankee Doodle costume. Ray will be up there. His DMs will be open.
So hold on a second. So you said it, but we really didn't say it.
What?
What are you wearing tomorrow?
My Yankee Doodle costume.
So you have a Yankee Doodle costume.
Correct.
Does that accurately describe what he's wearing tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Right? You're dressed like Uncle Sam, I think.
Yeah, Uncle Sam.
That's more how I describe it.
Okay.
But it's a Yankee Doodle.
All right.
I'm a Yankee because, yeah.
I'm just trying to, we're the theater of the mind, so people out there that are listening, I'm trying, because I've seen what the costume is. I'm trying to get them to understand what you're wearing.
Yeah.
It's equal. I mean, it's ridiculous either way you look.
It's go time. We need to all be one here and get.
And you are wearing the Uncle Sam costume. Why?
Because of World Cup, dog.
Damn right.
United States of America.
We're kicking off the Bet Park Summer Soccer Fest. You can catch every World Soccer match live at their state-of-the-art sportsbook for the ultimate viewing experience at Parks Casino. That's tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Must be 21. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. So there you go. That should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Looking forward to it for sure. Well, why don't we do YouTube chat recap, and then we'll give our predictions on the games tonight or whatever. Go ahead.
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in? Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie. Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Yep.
Brace is a Jeep with those ducks on the dashboard. AHM from the YouTube chat.
I once had a Jeep, and if you own a Jeep, you'll never get another Jeep. It's just, that's how it is. It's those things were uncomfortable. The seats, it leaked. And it had its moments where it's like, yeah, I'm in a Jeep. This is cool. But there are a lot of other times you're like, man.
It's you know what? It's cool. Like every time I go to Hawaii, I rent a Jeep for the week.
There you go.
For how long I'm staying, and
great.
it's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
There you go. That's what you need to do with a Jeep.
Driving on the highway with it.
Exactly.
I had somebody forget who it was I was talking to, but he had I'm looking at I like Ford Broncos, but he's got the soft top, and I'm like, what do you think? And he's like, well, I'm on a lot of calls, and if I'm in a call for work in the car, it's very, very difficult because he's got the soft top.
Correct.
It's noisy as hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't think of that.
Jeeps and Jeep Wranglers and Broncos, I think, fall into the category of if you're single, thumbs up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's not a good family car.
No, definitely not.
All right. What's next?
Ray's favorite player as a kid is Makai Lemon, MBD, from the YouTube chat.
Ray's favorite player is Makai Lemon.
Ray's favorite player as a kid is Makai Lemon. Saying
'Cause
I'm
you're a kid now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Good.
Yeah. He's a young adult. He's not a kid anymore.
If I shave, then we can have that joke.
Yeah, with your lollipop.
Nice.
All right, what's that?
Brown forever destroyed his legacy here. His number will never be retired, nor does he deserve to be in the Eagles Hall of Fame. Money Mar from the YouTube chat.
Well, Money Mar, I thought when Sean said, is he in the Hall of Fame or whatever
Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor.
Well, but they do the Eagles Hall of Fame here. I don't think it's the Ring of Honor. Right? Ring of Honor is the Cowboys or other teams. They have the Ring of Honor. I thought it was the Hall of Fame that they have, the Eagles Hall of Fame, not the Wall of Fame for the Phillies.
You're right. No, Eagles Hall of Fame. You're right. My fault.
Is he an Eagles Hall of Famer? A lot of times it goes beyond what they do on the field. So if he really did rub people the wrong way, then that would be the deciding vote. Lenny Dykstra's not in the Wall of Fame for good reason. He's a total creep. He belongs in the Wall of Fame. He was that good of a player, but he's a creep, so they don't put him in there. Pete Rose was supposed to go on the Wall of Fame, and they stopped it. Pete's a creep, but he was a great player. A.J. Brown's not thought of as being a creep by the Eagles organization.
Yeah.
Okay.
He keeps talking. He's going to be a creep.
But, listen, I don't like the way that he exited. It did feel like it was totally orchestrated, and I wanted to take a shower after the whole thing ended up happening. Yeah. But everybody's getting a little bit carried away with it.
I was a diva.
He signed his friggin' Pro Bowl poster that they had with all the other, like everybody else does.
Can't believe I got that Ring of Honor wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the Eagles Hall of Fame. Ugh, I'm sorry. I got that wrong. Bad job by me.
That's okay.
Take a lashing.
All right, what's next?
Today's Brace Holiday Quiz. President's Day is in February. Which political office does this day celebrate? Andy from the YouTube chat.
John?
Political office. Now, not party. I'm going to say president.
What branch of the government is the president?
You got the judicial.
Correct.
What are the other two branches? Hang on. I'm on the spot. The three branches of government.
Judicial?
Executive, judicial, and legislative.
Correct.
All right. What was the question again?
Which branch is the president?
Executive, judicial, or legislative? The president.
I'm amazed he got all three.
Executive. It's executive. Let's go, Andy. You want some of this? You want me on that wall? You need me on that wall.
Should we do president trivia with Sean yesterday?
No.
We're in the Yankee Doodle Dandy.
No. Dude, I was bricking there for a second. I couldn't come up with the three branches.
I was really impressed that you came up with all three.
Took a second, but
good job.
Thank you.
All right, what's next?
Marks looks like he was told by the wife to look nice because he's being forced to look at mattresses right after work for 2 hours. Dune a Dame from the YouTube chat.
That's great. That's a quality take. I like that.
Yeah. I don't need a mattress, though. We spent big on a mattress years ago.
Yeah.
And, we paid it off over the course of 5 years. But we got it like.
You think about how much time you spend in bed,
dude,
as a life.
And I'm telling you, that mattress is unbelievable.
You got to have a good mattress.
Yep.
Andy, he likes to quiz. I did see this in the YouTube chat. I like it. Keep it coming. Because he asked me 2 days ago, it didn't make the chat recap. He asked me, who's in Grant's tomb? Now, I had to take a second again, because the obvious is Ulysses S. Grant. But when you think of tomb raiders, right, tombs, what do you think of? You think of the Egyptians. You think of Geraldo, right? Who's Geraldo? Where was he? Whose tomb did he dig up? Remember his old big
was it a gangster?
No.
I don't know.
The Geraldo tomb?
No, I mean, what I remember from Geraldo is he got hit by a chair in the face by a skinhead on his talk show. And he was bleeding all over the place out of his nose.
I forget. Anyways, so the tomb conversation. Yeah, Ulysses S. Grant is in Grant's tomb.
And there's somebody else.
Is there?
According to this right here.
His wife? He got married with
Julia
the missus?
Grant.
How about that?
Buried with her.
You want to get married? You want to get buried with your wife?
Currently, no. Well, we'd have to die at the same time because they're not going to dig up the grave and then put her in.
Can we spent the life together. Can we spend the afterlife apart? Is that all right?
You want to get cremated?
No.
I'm considering cremation. Just saying.
My dad and brother are in the ocean. They got cremated.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We're late. Coming up next, the guys unfiltered with Ricky and Bill. See you.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
OTAs come to a close. I'm Ray Dunn with this.